30 million láti bàbá. Owó yẹn owó bàbá ní sẹ́, bàbá ló lówó, bàbá la kọ́mọ owó, bàbá la fi rẹ́ owó. Wọ́n ti sọ fún yín, wọ́n lẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ gbowó ẹ̀ padà kó mú rìsíìtì wá. Bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ìwọ tó yín o jẹ́ 500,000 mọ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ẹ mú rìsíìtì wá, gbogbo pláfọ̀mù yẹn ẹ̀ máa rí rìsíìtì múlẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run wọ́n rí kankan mú jáde.
Kò ní ṣí oríire, wàá ṣe update wàá táyà. Tó bá ṣáà ti bí ìyá aláya ẹ̀dá àtàwọn supporter lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin Tóyìn. You see say they mention your name. Tóyìn Thomas tó bá ti bí ìyá ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ tó bí ẹ̀dá ìwọ wá fún bàbá yẹn tí ìbá wá fún ẹ with my full force àti wá àti gbogbo àwọn tó máa support yẹ you go see say me I different from Queen. Mo fi Ọlọ́run ṣẹ̀rí wàá rí pé mo yàtọ̀ sí Queen wàá rí ò ní ṣe oríire
àwọn tí Queen
ti máa pàṣẹ fún wa ẹ mú rìsíìtì wá ẹ rí rìsíìtì mú jáde ò ní kúre olórí burúkú ọmọ kí ló fẹ́ kú ìwọ náà ló lọ ń pe BJ àwọn nǹkan tí ò ráìtì ló lọ ń pe BJ ẹ pe BJ títí ẹ tún kó bára yín ṣebí àwa ìjáde wa support pa BJ máa ṣe máa pa àwọn pípù yìí ní orúkọ báyìí BJ máa ṣe máa ṣàwọn àwọn pípù yìí lórúkọ báyìí
wọ́n ti rówó
àwọn pípù yìí ti try now àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù èmi ìdúró tán àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù la ṣe show là ń support àwọn critical thinker lójú méjèèjì là ń support wọn dà pé orí yín ti dàrú ayé yín ti bàjẹ́ àwọn the same people tó lé
Mr. Bayo gangan ni critical thinker Mr. Bayo gangan ni critical thinker Mr. Bayo gangan ni critical thinker àṣírí ti tú wọ́n ṣe kúrò báyẹn ní kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí kankan mọ́.
Nonsense thinker. Mr. Bayo kúrò wá kú nonsense thinker.
Ọmọ táyé máa ṣe fracas ẹ máa ṣe ẹ jẹ́ dákẹ́ Mr. Bayo ti dé tọ́ba ìlọ́tẹ̀ àwa máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ wòtòwòtò wa mí àná.
Ẹ máa fà á lẹ́nu ọkọ̀.
Rárá Mr. Bayo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ sọ́kè Mr. Bayo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
Tọ́ba ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ èmi a máa
ẹ jẹ́ ká
continue.
pí ẹ̀ sí Kàrímọ́.
Ẹ fà tẹ́wọ́ gbé pírẹ́sìdò wọlé. Ẹ fà tẹ́wọ́ gbé wọn wọlé.
Mr. Bayo critical think àwọn gangan ni critical think àwọn yẹn ni critical nonsense. Àwọn mẹ́ta tó kù ní critical rubbish.
Àwọn justice for Mohbad tó pé àwọn ní kinní wọ́n wá ń sọ́pọ́tì Lagata no be juju be that bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ́pọ́tì Liam no be juju be that.
Àbí.
Tẹ́ bá fojú sílẹ̀ ẹ máa rí mú nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ni ẹ máa sọ ẹ má parọ́ ọmọ anybody. You are once my friend I don't want to be friend to you anymore. It's not a problem. Stay on your lane let me stay on my lane. Ẹ wà lórí ọwọ́ yín ká wà lórí ọwọ́ wa. Kí ni pírọ́blẹ́mù yín ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ dí gigigi? Nígbà tẹ́yìn táwa dìde tá à ń jà fún gbogbo yín ṣojú yín fọ́ ni. Tá à ń jà lójú mi.
Ẹjọ́ sexy mi ẹjọ́ kí ló tún ṣe báyìí ẹ ká sàn.
Ẹ ra sà mo update consistency sà mo update 30 million tí Tóyìn fẹ́ kú lé lórí ni.
My sister ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ wo ẹ fi kíní sílẹ̀ ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run it's iṣẹ́ nìkan táwa gbé dání lọ́wọ́ yìí sìn ó ju gbogbo ìyẹn lọ.
Okay sir.
Mr. Bayo ọmọ tó ń sọ.
Okay sir.
Mọ́ ìbò sí wọ́n lá ẹ ká fún ma ẹ kú ọ̀lẹ́ mà ẹ kú àtàárọ̀ mà ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta mà family nǹkan mà á dé kú ọdún tá a ṣe tán yọ ẹ̀mí wá ṣe kú ọdún láyé mà.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Àmì o.
Ẹ ṣé gan mà ẹ kú àdótì o ẹ ṣé o thank you so much ọmọ success para kí ló happen sister mi. Báwo ni àgbọ̀ wọn kan o ẹ ti ṣètúnú àwẹ̀ àgbọ̀ wọn kan o àjẹ́. Ọmọ success ẹ àjàgbò àjẹwúrẹ́ o kí ló dé? Ìyẹn kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Connection lọmọ success wá kiri orí 247 ni.
Ọlọ́run akúkú ṣe dáadáa èrè la máa rí mẹ́lẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ kú ọ̀rọ̀ Naija akuku da.
ẹ fún wa lọ́pdẹ̀tì court àwọn èèyàn dúró ẹ fún wa lọ́pdẹ̀tì wa àwọn ibi ìbá gangan ni real update.
ṣọ́bẹ̀ tuntun aago mi ni.
wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n papà ní ẹ fún wa ní update kárí àti ṣé sí kárí bọ́ o.
wọ́n pa kárí bọ́ bí kárí. mo ń gbọ́ who is that no ẹ̀kọ́ ọmọ yẹn ọ̀nà ẹ̀ ò dẹ̀ dá. ọmọ wọn deny American citizen àti US soldier o. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bayo, aka Bayo Billions Battalion, the one and only Abru Baba Mohbad. You know Baba Mohbad.
Ìjayà supervisor.
Ọ̀bọ̀ nǹkan tó wá lọ́wọ́ mi, ó ní nǹkan tí mo ṣe fún. Mo block ọ, mo dí ọ̀nà àti jẹ ẹni, mo dí ọ̀nà.
Ẹ dípa ni.
Mo kókùtà di gbogbo breaking news ẹ̀ kò rí.
Ẹ bá way forward jẹ́, ẹ sọ di way backward.
Mo kó kan kéré di gbogbo ẹ̀ ni, bó ṣe wà wọ́n. Ìtura ló ṣe ń kan ẹ má dànù.
Mr. Bayo ẹ kàrọ̀ kí lẹ gbà lọ́wọ́ supervisor lánàá tó ń pariwo bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ sára kí lẹ ṣe fún ọmọ tó ń pariwo tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
wọ́n gún lábẹ́rẹ́ ni.
ó lè ń kígbe lánàá bí ẹni tó ti fẹ́ kú kí lẹ ṣe fún un.
wọ́n gún lábẹ́rẹ́ ni.
ẹkún àná yìí kọ bí wèrè ń kanra sọ̀rọ̀.
Bóyá ṣọ́bí mi ò sí ń bẹ̀ láti fún mi gift bí ò bá ti rí gift ló máa ń kọra ló máa ń sunkún.
ṣọ́bí mi ò dẹ̀ wá nílé báyìí o kò sílé fún ṣọ́bí mi báyìí ilé ògbà ọ̀nà ògbà.
ṣe báwọn lọ fi tẹ́mì ṣọ̀gá tẹ́mì tẹ́mì ṣe sọ ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run tẹ́ bá ti lọ platform tẹ́ ẹ lọ yẹn tẹ́ bá ti ń bọ̀ lé ẹ máa gbé ojú yín jáde àtọjú àwọn ọmọ yín àti.
ọwọ́ ni ṣọ́bí mi gbé jáde o.
ó ti dùn wá ṣọ́bí mi ìbínú ni ṣọ́bí mi ò ṣe lọ sọ́dọ̀ supervisor lánàá kò fẹ́ ní eléyìí àdánsì kanra ó yá wẹ́ni tó máa fi kanra mọ́. ṣọ́bí mi pẹ̀lẹ́ kú ọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn kó o ní nílé ẹ̀ mọ́.
kú ọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn gidigidi gan ni.
Mi sabi fracas die. You dey crazy.
Àwọn tá a jọ wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí wọ́n ń bú wa àwọn tá a jọ wà tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ń bú wa mọ́. Make person wey I dey call my friend kó máa bú kó máa tó ṣe kó máa parọ́ mọ́.
Ṣé you get that jobs yeah?
So mo máa fi ṣọ́bí mi máa bú ṣọ́bí mi máa fẹ́ ní ẹlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa jẹ.
Ṣé you understand? Orí ẹ pé sẹ́ na so life be orientation ni.
Ṣé ṣọ́bí fẹ́ bú mi sí ni kò lè bú mi náà.
Láíláí.
Oníkàkùn ti sọ nǹkan máa sọ ń gbà yẹn.
Exactly. Ó ti lọ, yẹn ti lọ.
We dey on different parts, right?
Right.
Mo ti ṣọ́bí belongs, I know where I belong to. But person wey I can't dey the same category with, tati just ṣe, you can't dey abuse me.
Yóò lè lọ.
Mo ní bú ẹ, màá máa gbé ṣọ́bí mi. Supervisor ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ fẹ́ bọ́ ó fẹ́ pè mí pẹ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ fẹ́ já sí mi lọ́rùn.
Àlọ́ ló ṣe ní Báyọ̀ ti yá mi.
Èèyàn kan pè mí èèyàn kan sọ nǹkan tí mo ṣe ó ní pé èmi lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ mi kan fi bí kan mo ò ní gbé ṣépè mo ò ní bó ṣe wọ́n yẹn wo ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa àjọjọ́ justice àjọ ń pè wọ́n pè mí bíi tẹ̀yà ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa bọ́ sí lọ́wọ́ ní sẹ́ẹ̀. ṣé mi àtọ́bí mi jọ àjọ ní kankan no.
Exactly right. Na just facts we dey talk about online makes sense.
But person wey be say you don do above online you don do ká máa pè mí á máa ṣe kíní kan on the fact you know wetin we dey go through for this justice for Mohbad. See I fit tell you say Chobi mi no know wetin dey go on.
Kò mọ̀ ń pa wáìnì ẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún pé wọ́n dìdì sọ fún wa pé kò mọ̀ ń pa wáìnì.
Kò mọ anything kí ló kọ́ kò mọ anything.
Tọ́bí ibi tí ọmọ wáìnì.
Gbogbo tó wà ní platform yẹn wọ́n ọmọ ọgọ́ tí wọ́n ń go through lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Tí wọ́n fẹ́ báyìí wùmí jẹ́ if I make one statement ní ti Ọlọ́run àti birthday ti àti ti ẹyin ìjọbí àti ti àwọn tó ń ṣe bí àwọn platform tó rí yẹn ṣe ara break ẹ̀ náà àtúndì make am now again.
Right.
Àwọn lẹ́kún sí báyìí. Kò tí sọ. Because the girl no dey tell them wetin dey sup. Oh no, cut get face. Person wey dey cry inside. Ó dínà ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ lánàá ní court. Nígbà tó rí evidence.
Ẹ kárí wọn.
Ó dínà Bọ̀líbí ó dínà Karimo. Ó ní I don't have a sister. Hey, it's my only mama born. I don't have no, I don't know her. A whole citizen, US Army, US nurse. A ní pé ọmọ yẹn òyìnbó sòyìnbó ní court. She could not speak English in court yesterday. Yorùbá ní kura. Yeah?
Mr. Fayez.
Bàbá mi bá gbẹ́mí ẹ̀gbọ́n lánàá now. But yeah, Bàbá mi bá dúró sọ̀rọ̀ ní court.
Àwọn ògbó wo lè náà gbọ́.
You go here now. No worry now. Make she come
Go here.
Bàbá mi bá gbé wọn ṣépè lánàá. Bàbá mi bá gbé wọn ṣépè níwájú judge lánàá.
Really?
Ó gbé Kabiru bayo billions. Ó sọ fún mi pé bàbá mi bá fi Yorùbá ṣépè fún Kabiru lánàá. Nínú court wípé nǹkan tí ojú tí Wùmí fojú ọmọ àwọn rí táwọn ẹ̀ kúndà àwọn rí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àti pé ojú ọmọ Kabiru máa rí. Then I swear to Almighty God, Baba Mohbad told Kabiru in the court yesterday pé nǹkan tí Wùmí fojú ọmọ àwọn rí tó dẹ̀ fi ojú àwọn rí ń sìn ipò ojú ọmọ Kabiru ó máa rí àṣẹ dẹ̀ máa gun ní sẹ́ẹ̀.
And it's real, bio, like for real though.
I swear to my, I did tell you what they happen. Ask her, okay, make her ask her. Show some in court lánàá. Ask her whether she no argue for court yesterday.
Oh, she was there yesterday. She was there.
She was
there yesterday.
Oh, court lánàá now.
Maybe not go Sunny.
Ìjà wo ló jà? Kí ló dé tó fi jà?
DNA ló fàjà, kò fẹ́ ṣe DNA. Yéé, ta ni bàbá bébí Wùmí?
No, ó sọ wípé òun ò ní gbọ́mọ òun lẹ̀ fún bàbá láyé. Ó sọ pé òun ò lè gbé lẹ̀ láyé. Náà yín tí mo sọ náà nìyẹn.
Ṣebí ibi tí wọ́n mú náà, pẹ̀sìdò ibi tí wọ́n mú ló dìjà láàrin wọn.
Exactly.
Ibi tí wọ́n mú torí pé Anita lọ pé UK ibi tí Wùmí mú, òun ló jẹ́ kí Tẹ́mi kó bínú tó gbé Wùmí wá ṣe lè ṣe
tó yẹ kó máa dáná ní ṣe kó máa dáná
ó lọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ kàn
ṣe láìpẹ́ kó máa dáná kí lọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀.
Wọn kì í ṣe DNA wọn ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí.
They especially requested Wùmí to be present in court. Kò kí n wá sí court.
Okay.
West.
For that yesterday, right?
Yes.
Kò sí bọ́tù nù kóòtù ni ò ṣe bírèkì bọ́tù tó bá dé bọ́tù wà ń bẹ ó máa bírèkì bọ́tù ọmọ àlewò.
Kò ń pẹ́.
Sexy me, any sùúrù now. They calm down. Any sùúrù. I go buy a billion. I got bonko to sell it. Because me know anything. Just for mobile billions. Me seen for a very long time, so I don't know any. I've not been hearing nothing.
Everyone at Bayo Billions, aka it's just
Baba Buruku.
Baba Buruku.
You know, Bayo Billions, Baba Buruku.
It's just
You like Fajao?
It's just a summary of what happened at the court yesterday.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's have it.
It's a lot. It's a drama. It's something that Baba Mohbad was practically intimidated, and I will say this again: that the judicial system of Lagos State, especially because it's bad. And I will say this, that if you know tó bá ti mọ̀yàn, tó bá ti jọmọ èèyàn, tó bá ti dáyàn mọ̀, tó ti jọmọ lẹ́nìyàn, just waka jeje inside life. It's an advice. They attempted to treat Baba Mohbad like a nobody, but Baba Mohbad, with the help of his lawyer, stood his ground. And you can see I posted a picture of a man. Ikpe is a man, is a fearless man. Sincerely, he spoke and he allowed Baba Mohbad to speak. Baba Mohbad spoke for 20 minutes in the court. He allowed Baba Mohbad to speak. And at a point, they asked him to question Baba Mohbad. He said, I will not caution my client. He's speaking from the place of pain. I will allow him to speak. He has the right to speak in the court. Just like Iyaini Jobino was allowed to speak. Baba Mohbad was speaking English. Nígbà tí Baba Mohbad was speaking English, Iyaini Jobi was speaking Yoruba. You know, so it was that bad. Now let's start from the beginning of the process. An affidavit of fact was filed March with the complaints of what happened in the investigation, and this is where it is bad. Please hold this. This is very, very important. When they filed the application of facts that stated that the 2 labs that has been chosen categorically said they cannot do the DNA. One is a cancer center. Another one is a DNA research institute. It is not a tissue-based DNA center. It is just a mere swab, just one that you just swab them out, do DNA. It is a DNA research institute. The other one is a cancer-based facility. Baba Mohbad presented 3 labs. All the 3 labs Baba Mohbad presented does the tissue-based DNA. As a matter of fact, they send emails. They said, if you wish to proceed with us on this request, please let us know. That is the response. They keep following up with Baba Mohbad, like if we still want to. So when very, very shocking, when we got to court, Ogungbe was the one that opened the floor and said that he is expecting the judge, the magistrate, to address the concern of the Aloba's family, which is the fact that 2 labs that was presented by the court was not able to perform the DNA, and Aloba's family's lab could do it. And at the end of the day, the magistrate said they did not receive the fact, the document. They did not receive the fact, the affidavit of fact that was signed and stamped by the secretary of the judge or the magistrate. And I remember this happened May 14, 2024, when Shotubi also stated that she did not receive the affidavit of fact that was filed by Sanshitu then. And they had an argument. My lord, he showed it to them. It was signed and stamped by your registry at so time. And in this regard, we are waiting for your reaction on this matter. We are waiting for what you have to do. You know, the magistrate said accurately that, what's this? Oh, the magistrate said accurately that they are skipping that fact. Eh? Ogugbe was asking the judge not to accept that document as a fact. Then Ogugbe now stated that, Kabiru stated that, no, we should not accept that as, Ogugbe now stated that this is a document that has been submitted as a statement of fact. This has been established. Ogugbe said, yes, Ogugbe confirmed that he received it. But he stated that this document does not, then Ogugbe said, whatever it is that you're saying, this lab, the email address, the phone number, and the email address and the addresses of this lab is responding to a very important message that says that this lab does not perform this. Then Ogugbe said that why? Then the welfare officer, which is the woman, that Mrs. now stated that, who gave you the audacity to go and be investigating the lab of the court? Land on in the court. You can imagine, they are telling you that who authorized you to investigate, and still yet the judge did not accept it. The judge said he didn't see the document. Ogugbe read it from beginning, about 4 pages. He read it from beginning to the end. He gave the court sheriff to enter it as exhibit. Judge said, no, we don't need that in these proceedings. They turned it down outrightly. So argument continued on the position of the welfare. This is the second time. So it was registered that the welfare was, it was confirmed that the welfare said that, they said the welfare has done. This is the second time the welfare is acting ignorantly, like she doesn't know what was going on. And it was made known to the judge that despite the fact that the welfare knew that there's a statement and there's after all for fact in the court, the welfare court was persuading and was persuading Ogungbe to bring Baba Mohbad to come and take sample. Ogungbe was like, take sample for what? They were disturbing Ogungbe to come and take sample, like, take sample for what? We are not going to be taking samples until the court addresses the fact that those labs you presented are not going to be doing the DNA. The welfare officer, that woman, was calling Ogungbe and Ogungbe. Let's go and do the DNA. Let's go and take sample. Ogungbe said, in fact, he has to send the signed document again to the woman that we cannot do this sample. The lab you want to take the samples to does not perform tissue base. So we are going to wait for the court. You can remember the girl said it, when I heard it, I just shake my head. She was saying it on the platform that you were pushing Baba Mohbad to come and give samples to a lab that does not do DNA. If Baba Mohbad has not investigated that lab, if he has not do his due diligence, you would have been able to manipulate him to take samples. And unfortunately, with all of this statement in court, the judge, the magistrate, turned their blind eyes to everything. More than 2 times, they said they are not going to accept any evidences that has to do with that statement of affidavit. Then, shockingly, the man said, I've already emphasized, that was the English he used, I've already emphasized that there's going to be complications in this DNA. And he's using his authority. He wants to vary the lab. He wants to vary the 3 centers that Baba Mohbad provided, the centers. Then he said he wants to vary the order that he will take. That was when he started saying he will use his discretion to take a lab that will do it, and both parties will not be consent to know the lab. Then, shockingly, Iya Jobi said yes. Yeyin said yes. She consented to that. Baba Mohbad now seek indulgence of the court as permitted under the law and his civil right. Baba Mohbad said, my lord, with that 3 lab what I choose, all of the 3 people, 2 in US, 1 in Canada, said they do it. Please tell them to take the sample, their own sample to those labs. Let me take my own sample to the lab. Then the magistrate is saying, he was trying to stop Baba Mohbad from speaking, but Baba Mohbad continued to speak. And when he was speaking, he was saying that this is the second time. He also reiterated the fact this is the second time. He will not stand in this court to allow the court to tell the DNA, to take the DNA of a child that somebody is claiming to be my child. And he wants to confirm. They asked him, does he have the right? They said yes. The magistrate said yes, he has the right to request for that. It was confirmed yesterday again that Baba Mohbad has the right to do the DNA, right? Based on the relationship and the so-called that is between the girl. As the head of the family, Baba Mohbad has the right to request for a DNA. But because of the complexity and the situations, the judge said, the magistrate said they want to do it for them. Baba Mohbad said no. So Baba Mohbad stated that in the matter of the corona, he does not like the way the government handled the autopsy. In the issue of the DNA too, that Baba Mohbad pointed to that woman, that the same woman has told him over the phone that there's no center that can do tissue base. But the court pardoned her for negligence at the time when she was first reported, that she said that there's no, and she was requesting for money from Baba Mohbad. She was requesting for 1.2 million at that time. That she will pay me 1.2 million naira. We'll go and do it in the lab. Don't expect the result to be 100%. It is 1 in 4. Those things were tender. Audios were playing court, and those things were tender. But you pardon her because she does not understand the extent of the court order. She was pardoned. But Baba Mohbad said that, are you going to pardon her again on this level? Even the fact that she has the right and audacity to say that, who gave you the order to start contacting the lab? Imagine a welfare officer that is supposed to be neutral in the matter is asking Baba Mohbad, who gave him the right to be interacting with the labs that was presented by Wunmi and the court. Can you just beat that? In a judicial system, this is not military system. And the magistrate did not do anything about it. My people, Baba Mohbad spoke for 20 minutes, arguing this matter. The judge, the magistrate, the girl, as Baba Mohbad was speaking, the girl was interjecting with Yoruba as usual. You know, she said she cannot comprehend English, according to her. So the judge said, so when at the point when the judge was saying that's going to vary it, then that was when Ogungbena said, if you are going to be varying our previous order, then him and his client will not be part of these proceedings. Because the judge now asked the girl, why? Okay, they're going to take samples, the government will take samples. Baba Mohbad will take samples. He said, the only English you spoke in court yesterday was never. She said, Baba Mohbad will say something. You now said never. Why are you saying that? What's this, what's that? The judge now asked that, what is with this DNA? What is with this DNA? Ogungbena said, my lord.
Judge Ibipe, what is this with this DNA?
Yes, why is she doing all of this? Why is she doing all of this? Baba, I want to tell you, Baba, wọ́n bully ọmọ mi, wọ́n pa ọmọ mi lọ́mọ àlè. Baba ni mo ń chagbewe, oni mo ń chagbewe, wọ́n bully ọmọ mi. Ogungbena stated that in the course of the death of Mohbad, that it is on record that witness record that the issue of paternity was discussed few hours before Mohbad was pronounced dead. And also that the family and associated a blood sister of the same girl, Yeri, said that Baba Mohbad must do DNA because at the time of the incident of Mohbad, that issue of DNA was discussed, and also that Mohbad was pined. And to furthermore establish that fact, Ogungbe said that there are video evidences. He presented a laptop with videos. And he just said, no, we don't need it. Yeah. He stood up and said, I don't have a sister. I don't have a sister. She's not my sister. No. I'm the only child. I don't have a sister. She's not a sister. She denied Karimo as a sister.
Kí ni reason tó ṣe wá deny Karimo? Kí ni Karimo ṣe láti?
Ẹ jẹ́ kí evidences tó wà nínú fídíò jáde ni. Ṣé àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ tó bá sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ni Karimo, automatically that is another good evidence in favor of Baba Mohbad. So that is why tó ṣe sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan wò mọ́ rí. Mr. Bayo Billions, ẹ má bínú, ẹ má carry on. Sorry for interjecting you, please.
No problem, man. So that was how she denied Karimo in that court, because she doesn't want the evidences to be admitted. And at the end of the day, the magistrate said, no, they are not accepting that as an evidence. But the argument continued. And Baba Mohbad now stated that also that the issue of the DNA, and she also, they were trying to present the video or where she stated that if Baba Mohbad get a court order, she will do the DNA and everything. Still yet, the magistrate did not accept her saying she's ready for DNA. Baba is one running away. That video where she said she wants to do DNA, but Baba is running away from the DNA. Baba Mohbad wanted to present that video to the court. The court also did not accept it. Now, pick at all of this. From not accepting the evidences of the facts that was filed, to not accepting the evidences of a sister saying that the issue of DNA was part of what ended Mohbad's life, to the fact that the welfare officer is stating that who authorized any Aloba's family to go and start investigating the lab that was used, that was submitted to court. From the girl stating categorically that she no go do DNA. Now, why do you not want to do DNA? Ogungbena asks, why don't you want to do DNA? You've done private DNA before. So why is this a little bit difficult? Court now stated that Ogungbena stated that it's not a big deal. The day the government, Baba Mohbad stated to the court that the samples that's going to be taken by the government, it doesn't have a problem with the government. Come and do the DNA, but I must be allowed to do my own private one. My chain of custody must be maintained in this matter. And he also stated that Umina said no, only DNA. So Baba Mohbad now stated that is the only way this DNA can go forward. That is the only way it will accept the variation of the other. That is the only reason we accept the variation of the other. The variation of the other that says that the government will do the DNA. And Baba Mohbad must also do his own. That is the only way he can accept the variation. If he's not going to accept the variation, the court now say, what if they are going to be paying for the DNA? Baba said no. I'm going to clap for Baba Mohbad.
Clap now. Clap for Baba Mohbad.
The government wants an attack of saying that they will be fully responsible for the DNA to be conducted abroad. Baba Mohbad said no. Your variation must include that I will have my own samples, I will go and do it and will bring the result to the court. So they now called the police officer, the sheriff. They called the sheriff and said, I believe you know what you're doing. They were trying to intimidate Baba Mohbad by telling the police officer to move closer so that Baba Mohbad will stop talking. But Baba Mohbad did not stop. He keeps saying it, that is the only way these proceedings can continue. So Ogungbena stated no, that even if the court wants Baba Mohbad to pay for the government one, he's ready to pay, like agreed in the previous judgment. Baba Mohbad is ready to pay for the court. Baba Mohbad is also ready to pay for his own. All they need to do is take the same sample, the same day, the same time. Women say Baba Mohbad does not have the right. That was when Salahu now stated Baba Mohbad is only pretending. He does not want to do this DNA. He's only acting like he wants to do the DNA. Baba Mohbad now face him and say, tó bá jẹ́ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe DNA yìí, tí ìwọ àti ìyá yín tẹ́ ń dà mí láàmú, nǹkan tí ìyá yín ṣe fún ọmọ òun àti nǹkan tó ń ṣe fún lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sìn, he now sweared for Kabiru in the court, in the presence of the judge. Nǹkan tí ìyá yín ṣe fún òun, tó ṣe fọ́mọ òun, tó dẹ̀ ṣe fún òun lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí sìn pé irú ẹ̀ àṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọmọ ẹ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ bá mi ṣàmì náà. Àdúrà ni kò ní. In the presence of the judge. Yesterday, we did joke on it straight up. Kò lè ṣàmì àdúrà.
Kò ṣàmì kẹ̀.
Kò lè ṣàmì. Ẹ̀mí ò gbé. Èpè bá pa ni. Ṣé ó lè ṣàmì rẹ̀?
Kò fẹ́rù Wùmí àsọmọ ẹ̀kẹ́.
Kò fẹ́ as son or daughter-in-law, as daughter-in-law. I swear to my God, that statement was exchanged.
Wọ́n bí dá kó ṣàmì, wọ́n bí dá òun gan tó jẹ́ lọ́yẹ̀ òun gan ẹ mọ̀ pé withdraw tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ó nígbà kan tọ́chẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà wọ́n tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òun náà ti ráwọn nǹkan kan ni. Òun náà ti ráwọn nǹkan kan pa girl yẹn ni ló ṣe lóun ò ṣe mọ́ńgbà yẹn wọ́n tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ta ni?
Káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán o, ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán. Ṣẹ́jú mi, Mr. Bayo. Ṣé ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán, Mr. Bayo?
Yes, ma.
Ó kù díẹ̀ mọ́ mi ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ sáré.
Nǹkan tètè round up, nǹkan kan gbé mi lọ́kàn tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni. Mo fẹ́ ní kẹ́ sọ fún bàbá.
At the end of the day, after several things was done, several things was ensured during that process. Baba Mohbad established the fact that everything that is done on live, that people are saying, is not for fun, is not for cloud chasing. Is what is paining him. It is what is paining his people, his own people. So if it is a shame pé Kabiru wá fi irú ẹ̀ máa fi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ilé ẹjọ́ nígbà tí ọmọ ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe bàbá ló ń sá. So because Baba Mohbad keep going on, the court now permits Baba Mohbad and his lawyer to go and speak. They gave him a 5-minute recess that they should go and talk. Baba Mohbad, they excused themselves. They spoke for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And Baba Mohbad resumed back and he was calm a little bit. They intimidated Baba Mohbad to be arrested for contempt of court yesterday because he was speaking his mind. The magistrate warned Ogungbe to warn Baba Mohbad. The magistrate said, Ogungbe said he will not warn Baba Mohbad. He has the right to speak in the court because he took permission, he craved indulgence of the court before he speaks. And he's speaking on fact. Number 3, they were saying that Baba Mohbad should not be allowed to discuss the matter in public. And Ogungbe said no, Baba Mohbad and him will continue. They were requesting for a gag order for Baba Mohbad not to speak about the matter in the public. Baba Mohbad said no. He will speak about the matter in the public. The matter is a public interest. My lord, let's remind the court that it's a matter of family problem and it's a matter of family, it should remain in family matter. Then Ogungbe said no. The matter, just like we've talked about this, we've argued that that is not a matter that needs to come to the magistrate again. It has been argued that it is a matter of a public interest. As far as Baba Mohbad is not going beyond the court, he's not going beyond his rights. He's not violating the right. He's not lying about everything that he's saying. Then he has a right to let the whole world know what is going on. So it's going to be a lot of large reactions in the coming days. And also, Baba Mohbad. So when the magistrate persisted on waiving the court proceedings from the last one, that was when the issue of Ogungbe stated that, my lord, if you are going to be granting the girl you're going to be granting the court to do DNA without the consent of my client and the consent of me, then we will withdraw from the matter. The magistrate now said, why so? Why so? He stated that the government has failed several times. The government has failed. Even the magistrate said, don't you trust me? Baba said, he doesn't trust the government. I don't say I don't trust you, but you will not be there when they are taking samples. The magistrate said yes, but he has competent hands. The Baba Mana said, "Ẹ̀yin tell me àwọn tó lè ṣe, ẹni tell mú tó lè ṣe, ó mú lab méjì for auto fake." He now retreated it again when the magistrate was saying he has competent hands that can do it. The Baba stated that ẹ̀yin náà lè mú welfare officer yìí wá, ìjọba náà ló mú welfare officer yìí wá, tó ó mú bí tán ti ń cancer wá. So òun ò ní believe nínú court. Judge tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe kò ní wà lórí ìjókòó tó máa fẹ́ mú sample, kò dẹ̀ ní bá wọn tẹ̀lé wọn lọ sample lọ wípé so òun ò fẹ́. The only thing tó lè ṣe lórí matter is if at the time that this matter is going to be approved, that he should be allowed to do his own sample and he will pay for the one he's doing, he will also pay for the government. So they now face the Kabiru tó ti forí gbé pé ọjọ́ ìlànà wọ́n á fèsì pé talk to your client, So when they were saying they talk to your clients and that before they make a judgment. So Baba Mohbad now stated right through that instead of him to allow the government to do this DNA, he would rather not do it. He would rather withdraw from the case. Then Ogungbe now, Kabir now said, if you withdraw, we're going to sue you. You don't have the right to withdraw. And now allow the judge to make a pronouncement. Ogungbe said no. As it is right now, the matter before the court is we have a pending order that says 3 labs. So we are still on that pending order. They can move to adjourn the matter until the lady make a final decision. So, but whatever it is, they are not going to. They can withdraw the case if the judge is not going to be favoring the matter. It's going to be wavering the matter. The former, which is the 3 labs and everything. The former pronouncement by the court. So that is what happened. Then they asked for a short adjournment, but Kabiru said they want a longer adjournment. So May 5th was picked. They'll be going to court. So Wunmi is coming back to court and she must be present. So that is what it is right now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bayo Billion.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Good afternoon, good morning once again, everybody. Thank you for the feedback, sir. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Baba has stood his ground. And I just want to implore him to continue to stand his ground. Because all what they want to do is to manipulate the result of that DNA. And they want to just put Papa in a position where he doesn't belong. Baba should continue to tell them if they're not going to do what Baba pleases, Baba should rather opt out. Let them petition or let them take Baba to court. I trust Barrister Ogungbe, and I like what Baba is doing now. Wunmi cannot dictate. It takes 2 to tango. Wunmi and Mohbad allegedly, according to them, said they gave birth to this boy. Abi, Wunmi has done his own, our own secret DNA. Why can't the representative of Mohbad do his own too, separately? Mohbad is no more, but Wunmi is claiming Mohbad is the father of Liam. Yeah, and it takes 2 to give a child. Wunmi and Mohbad were set to born this boy. So Papa Mohbad should be able to do his own independent one as long as Wunmi has done this. If the court is not going to allow Baba should step aside. But one thing I want Baba to do, Baba can file to the court to request for his own DNA with Mohbad to be done as a reference in future so that it can be kept somewhere. So that it's going to be an official one. We all know that Baba did one before, but that one was not official. So Baba should now apply to court or file an application to court that he himself as Baba of Mohbad wants to do his own DNA with his own son and keep the record. So if they are not going, if Wunmi insists that she's not going to release his son, let the one Baba is going to do. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, moderators, go and share the comment section.
Let the one Baba is going to do and the result be kept. So in the nearest future, if Liam decided to do any DNA, then he can do it with Baba's body because Baba has done his own with his son already. And I know that the one he did, he's going to do with the son will definitely come 99.9%, which, Liam too can use in the nearest future. That is just my suggestion. Baba should not at all because they want to manipulate. And I like what Baba and the lawyer Oyo Ogungbe has done. Let them continue to stand on their ground. They cannot be manipulated. They cannot be shut down. They cannot be shut up. Baba, no stand for Mohbad ti kú. Wunmi sọ pé òun àti Mohbad làwọn jọ bímọ. in as much tí Wùmí ti lè ṣe DNA ẹnìkan gbọ́dọ̀ represent Mohbad kí Mohbad náà ṣe DNA tiẹ̀ náà lórí ọmọ tí Wùmí sọ pé Mohbad ló ní. Èèyàn méjì ló máa ń bímọ, ẹnìkan kò lè dá ọmọ bí. Tí Mohbad as said by Wùmí tí ò bá fún Wùmí lóyún ni kò lè ní ẹni tó ń jẹ́ Liam. So ẹ jẹ́ kí court mọ̀, let Baba do his own independently. If the court is not agreeing, then let Baba step aside. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́, thank you.
But court yìí náà ló sọ fún bàbá pé wọ́n ní right láti ṣe díẹ̀. I feel like bàbá still come on fi that's what I feel like nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn ṣe ni wípé kí bàbá yẹn máa wà interested nínú DNA, and that's a lie. So that no bàbá should keep so that come right wọn ni ṣe báwọn náà sọ ní court pé right wọn ni. So
but spicy this, they are trying to manipulate the process.
I know, we all know that.
So that kìnìún yẹn á fi favour Wùmí ni wọ́n try. And in this court of DNA kò possible wọ́n lè jẹ lọ lórí toxicology but wọ́n lè jẹ lọ lórí ilé. And that is why tí bàbá náà ṣe.
Mo fi pé ọgbọ́n tó ń dá ni wípé inú Wùmí máa dùn tí bàbá yẹn bá withdraw.
Tí bàbá ò bá wá withdraw at the same time kí bàbá tún apply láti ṣe tiwọn náà àti let it go hand in hand pari passu. Wọ́n bá ṣe àmà lórí ti Wùmí àti ti Liam àti ti Mohbad káwọn náà láwọn náà fẹ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú Mohbad náà. Torí Wùmí pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń sọ pé òun ò ní gbọ́ ọmọ sílẹ̀ yìí káwọn ọmọ sorry to say.
Èmi mọ̀ pé kò ní gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn lẹ̀.
Has done with Mohbad before.
That is not official. That is not official, Madam Mosubola. That is not tenable in the court of law. This is what we are saying. Baba has done it, we all know. But we want a tenable court because it's going to be required by court for Baba to do it. Sure, you understand? In court bá ní kí Baba lọ ṣe, you can tender it in a court as a witness. But tí Baba ṣe, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ fún kán lọ ṣe.
She can't claim any royalty. Tí ò bá ṣe DNA.
That is it.
Kò lè claim anything.
So, kí Baba ma work the two hand in hand. This is the two I want. Although wọ́n lè mú one after the other, but wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ succumb sí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùmí torí pé ó lè ọmọ olórí burúkú ni, jàgùdà pálí ni, olọ́gbọ́n máa lè wá, ó fi pa ọmọ ọlọ́mọ, ó tún pátán olóò tó fẹ́ gbógun ẹ̀ láti ọdún mẹ́ta tó bá jẹ́ pé ìwọ gangan ló bímọ fún Mohbad ló ní Liam, kí ló ń lé káàkiri, kí ló ń lé eléré, wọn ò ní kó gbé ọmọ yẹn wá. Gbé dúró ìwọ náà wà ń bẹ wá ń yọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ yọ lára ọmọ yẹn lásán wá dẹ̀ gbé nǹkan náà.
Rí ọgbọ́n tó ń dá ni ó ń dágbọ́n pé court lòun ni kó bá òun ṣe kó òun lè gbọ́mọ fún bàbá.
Bàbá ò ní kó gbọ́mọ wá ibi tó bá gbọ́mọ sínú gbogbo wọn lójó máa wà ń bẹ. Nǹkan tó bá máa mú lára ọmọ lójú gbogbo wọn wá mú náà wà bí á dẹ̀ máa gbọ́mọ ẹ̀ nílé padà.
Àwa ń bẹ everybody wà ń bẹ.
Kí wá ní ẹjọ́ pé.
Àwa mọ̀ pé ó máa ṣe báyìí àwa ti mọ̀ pé òun ò ní fẹ́ gbọ́mọ ọ̀nà yìí.
Bàbá mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yóò continue to stand on your ground o. Nobody can intimidate you, Baba. Don't let anybody intimidate you. It is your son. Nǹkan tó fi mú Wùmí tó fi lè lọ ṣe private DNA tí ò lè sọ síta yẹn. You also as Baba Mohbad, you have the right to do it independently. Tí kóòtù dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ bá yín dá sí pé ibi ni kò lọ. Ṣé kóòtù ló bí Liam ni? Ṣé kóòtù ló fẹ́ Wùmí ni? Ṣálọ́ba ni kóòtù ń jẹ́ ni? Wọ́n lágbára lórí yín o. Wọ́n lágbára lórí yín. Ọlọ́run á ràn ọlọ́yẹ Ògúngbè lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run á ràn bàbá lọ́wọ́. Continue to stand your ground. We are following you. We are at your back. God bless everybody. Thank you. Ẹ ṣé o.
Hello, Spicy.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, kò lè tí bàbá step down, kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Is at his advantage because there will be no court backing láti fi lo the concocted DNA tán bá ṣe láti fi ṣe anything fún bàbá because nǹkan tán fẹ́ ni pé kí bàbá fọwọ́ sí pé kí court ṣe independent wọ́n dẹ̀ ti máa lọ ṣe abracadabra so result tán máa gbé wá is going to be positive so they will now use that one to sue bàbá but should in case tí bàbá bá ti withdraw pé àwọn ò ṣe result yẹn ò valid because ìwọ nìkan ni o mọ nǹkan tó ṣe so that kò lè wọn lè fi ṣe ìkà fún bàbá so bí bàbá bá pé tẹ́ ẹ bá ti gbà kí n lọ ṣe private tèmi o I'm gonna withdraw I think it's okay for him kò sí nǹkan tó lè tẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ yọ so wọn lè fi result yẹn claim royalty fún Mohbad.
Kò tẹ̀lé claim any, kò lè claim anything.
Based on the traditional kinní tó wà olórí ilé ni ó làkóso gbogbo property Mohbad
Exactly.
and nǹkan tóun fẹ́ ni property so tó bá yẹ kó fẹ́ property ìzáyàdá ó máa gbà kí bàbá yẹn lọ ṣe independent ó forfeit gbogbo property tó fẹ́ kí wọ́n fẹ́ fi Liam claim so I think tí àwọn bá ti gba request bàbá kí bàbá withdraw I think the lawyer has given bàbá the best solution yesterday mi ò rò pé lawyer yẹn lè ṣe jù báyẹn lọ to me o I might be wrong o but to me that's the best solution either I do my own private home or let's go. Thank you.
You have spoken well, Mr. Smith. Baba has every right to withdraw and he has many reasons.
Jẹ́ kí n sáré sọ one or two things. Mọ́mí ìmọ́lẹ̀ àbí ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir.
Àmì bàbá ẹ̀rọ àṣà.
Lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ máa kújọ́ mẹ́ta. Gbogbo lè ń kọ́. Ṣẹ́rí Ọlọ́run gbé ògo fún ọ̀lẹ bàbá Mohbad. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
À ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Ọlọ́run gbógo fún ni àwọn nǹkan tá a sọ láti ilẹ̀ wá nìyẹn pé àwọn pípò yìí wọn ò rẹ́dí àti fẹ́ ṣe DNA wọ́n fẹ́ manipulate everything to their side ni and ṣẹ́rí kò sí béèyàn ṣe máa wà láyé yìí tó bá ní ìwọ ló gbọ́n jù ẹni tó gbọ́n jù yẹn òun ló wá gọ̀ jù láàrin ọ̀pọ̀ èrò ṣe lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ó ń tàn ní kó lè máa rí owó tiẹ̀ gbà láti máa sanwó ọ́fíìsì láti máa sanwó staff lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ń tàn ní nà ṣe mọ̀ pé ìgbà kan náà sọ wípé bàbá Mohbad ò ní right láti béèrè fún DNA mo ní who does that.
kọ́ọ̀tù gan sọ fún bàbá lánàá wípé ó ní right wọ́n ní right.
No, nígbà yẹn wọ́n wà ní corona inquest wọ́n pariwo àbádọ́sídà fẹ́ẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn wèrè dédé wèrè lẹ́jọ́ mi ò ní ráì láti béèrè DNA ọmọ mi wọ́n dẹ̀ ń pé wèrè lẹ́jọ́. Now at the end of the day nígbà tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé bàbá ní right wọ́n ní òkè kí bàbá lọ sí court kó lọ gba ọ́dà wá láti gba ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ ṣe DNA yẹn bàbá tó lọ sí court wọ́n ti gbé ọ́dà wọ́n wá pé wọ́n á jáde wọ́n ní bàbá doesn't want to do DNA that's why he doing that ìṣe kí ní kan mo ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ ń pa mọ́ bàbá yìí ní di DNA àwa tá a mọ̀ wípé ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí ń pa àwa dúró lẹ́yìn bàbá yẹn pé ìrọ̀lẹ́ ń pa obìnrin tó bá wà láyé yìí tó bá lọ́kọ òun ò lè béèrè DNA ọmọ òun ẹ lọ fura sí obìnrin yẹn pé ọkọ ẹ ò ní right láti béèrè DNA ọmọ ẹ bá mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn obìnrin yẹn pé ṣé ilé ayé yìí ni wọ́n wà ní àbí another world. Now wọ́n tún wá lọ court wọ́n tún dé ẹ̀ tún lọ gbé fake laboratory méjì jáde àti court àti títì yín ojú òtí yín ni ẹ bá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé sójú òkè ń tì wọ́n ni wọ́n á tún tó bá yẹ sọ sí lẹ́nìí sí wọ́n á ti bọ́ sórí social media o àwọn wèrè dédé wọ́n á ti bọ́ sórí àwọn pariwo bàbá tó kékeré wọ́n á tún máa bú bàbá yẹn ojú òkè ń tì yín ni you don't have shame.
Prince ẹjọ ẹ má jẹ mo fẹ́ interject yín ṣé kò yẹ kí kóòtù penalize wọn pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe.
No, court will not do that. No. Everybody has wọ́n pe kíní kan ní fundamental human rights mo ti sọ nígbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kéèsì mo ní Wùnmí ò ní ṣe DNA fundamental human right ènìyàn ó lè sọ àìpé òun ò ṣe kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ má get it wrong right ẹ̀ ni òun ló lọ́mọ yẹn tó bá lóun ò ṣe kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe.
irọ́ tí wọ́n ń palẹ̀ mi sọ pé Wùnmí ṣe òkú ṣe irú bó ṣe lọ discover wípé àwọn hospital méjèèjì tó ń mú yẹn.
máa sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ mọ́mí wa máa sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀. nígbà tí wọ́n wá gbé kéèsì ẹ̀ wá lọ kóòtù lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tọ́kọ́kọ́ gbé kinní kan jáde mo jókòó mo lọ digest kinní yẹn mo pe àwọn èèyàn mi mo ní kinní yìí kò fún bàbá ní right láti ṣe kinní yìí o ẹ lọ kà dáadáa àwọn critical kinní kà mo pe wọn mo ní ẹ lọ ka kinní dáadáa mo ní kinní yìí o no mi ò ẹ lọ ka memo tí court gbé jáde yẹn mo ní kò right gbàtọ́ kà wọ́n ní yes òótọ́ ni a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí finá mọ́ wọn ìpè ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa kíní àwọn ògbà a fẹ́ rí judgement tó sọ wípé kí wọ́n lọ ṣe ní abroad judgement eléyìí tẹ́ gbé jáde yìí kì í ṣe judgement yẹn mo fi jáde nígbà yẹn tó sọ pé èmi ni mo wá tú àṣírí wọn. At the end of the day ìgbà tó máa gbé jáde a rí i pé òfútù bẹ́ńtẹ́ ni àwa náà kàwé agba school kọjá náà when there is any law you read it you interpret the law ẹ ti rí i pé kò sí kólọ̀ọ̀sì yẹn níbẹ̀ náà nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń sìn mẹ́ẹ̀ká tọ́ra wa jẹ ọmọ yẹn already àti ṣe DNA akọ̀ǹdì sí ìfọ̀ ara wa ni mo ti sọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ the only thing ẹni sùúrù mà ṣẹ́rí ọmọ yẹn the only thing tí bàbá wa ṣe ń sìn tó bá lọ sí nail adjournment I have advised that the lawyer of Baba should write a memo to the court if the DNA is not done within so speculation time we are going to bury the boy. After that, Wunmi does not have any right to claim anything for that boy in Mohbad's property. Court máa sign ẹ̀ ó ti parí nìyẹn. Tó bá fẹ́ appeal ẹ̀, you can appeal that. Because wọ́n mọ̀ pé Wunmi ò ready àti ṣe DNA yẹn. Ẹkàn tọ́ra jẹ Wunmi ò ní ṣe DNA kò ní sọ̀rẹ́ndà ọmọ yẹn lẹ̀ pé kán mú kankan lára ẹ̀.
kò ní ṣe nítorí pé mọ̀ pé ọmọ Mohbad kọ́ ó mọ̀ pé Mohbad kọ́ ló lọ́mọ.
èmi ò gbogbo yẹn ìyẹn dẹ̀ kù sí lọ́wọ́ we have been saying this wọn ò ní ṣe DNA the only thing tí wọ́n lè ṣe ni pé kí bàbá kọ affidavit sí court. Now we've started this 2024, 25, 26. Now we are backing off, and if she's not ready to surrender this child for the DNA, anything belong to Mohbad, it doesn't have any right on it. Kí wọ́n dẹ̀ sign ẹ̀ ní court bàbá máa mú ìyẹn dání anywhere bàbá máa jẹ́ attorney or general on his Mohbad property right ẹ̀ ni ó ti kú nǹkan tó bá wọn ní kó sọ problem tí wọ́n nìyẹn ó gbogbo ọmọ ẹ wàhálà tí wọ́n ní kó máa bá yí kò kán bàbá ẹ̀yin lẹ́pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ kì í ṣe pé òun ló pa á kò sí nílé ńgbà tọmọ ẹ̀ kú nǹkan tó bá wọn ní kẹ́ sọ. Ojú mi ni mo fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò lo fake profile ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí aburú ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa. Báwo lẹ ṣe máa dúró pé ẹ pamọ́ èèyàn sínú ilé wọ́n wá gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n ò rí ẹ tún fẹ́ gba property bàbá ẹ̀ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa ẹ ò lè rí ẹ gbà kẹ́ṣọ́ ogun ẹ lè rí gbà láyé property bàbá ò lè fẹ́ gbà bó lè fẹ́ rí ẹ ń tọ́ra yín jẹ kẹ́ lo 100 years ẹ lè rí property bàbá yẹn gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn ló máa ó máa gbógun yẹn àwa máa dúró máa gbógun yẹn ìjọba lẹ́yìn dúró tì ìjọba ń ṣeré ni bọ̀pọ̀ ogun ọmọ yẹn ẹ ò lè rí kọ́bọ̀ gbà nú ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ló máa ṣe ṣóyìn káàkiri because it's not done now. ẹ já àṣe gbogbo ẹ àti ìyá àtọmọ àti gbogbo yẹn ẹjọ ń ṣe ẹlẹ́yà káàkiri now ẹ wá dúró pé ẹ ní ṣe DNA ẹ dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbógun ọmọ yẹn ẹ fẹ́ gba property ọmọ yẹn who does that wàláì kó mọ Sanwó-Olú ò lè rí £1 gbà nínú property Mohbad lọ kọ sílẹ̀ pé èmi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lénìí ò lè rí £1 gbà ìjókòó ara yín jàre ẹ máa bí tòyín lọ èrè ọlọ́run pa.
so nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan ni pé tí ṣẹ́rí court tọ́hún bá ti tó bó ṣe yẹ kán tó tí bàbá bá kọ ìwé tọ́tún bá ní kán lọ sin ọmọ yẹn they will appeal it and they will win so that's why they will give Wunmi and his cohort wọ́n fún wọn ní long rope dáadáa láti pull ló ṣe pé there won't be space for her anymore láti adjust and that is why tí wọ́n ṣe now since tí lawyer baba can write to the court people wọ́n lò taxpayer people ní owó tax àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n ń lò òun ni wọ́n ń lò tán fi ràn gbogbo kinní wọ̀nyẹn and they are wasting it so they can write wípé Wunmi and your lawyer you are wasting ṣáàrí gbogbo àwọn kinní wọ̀nyẹn náà máa compile papọ̀ wípé okay we've given them we told them they are wasting time ẹ subpoena Wunmi lè ní right láti òun ló ní right ara ẹ̀ láti lè má ṣe whatever but Liam ní right láti mọ bàbá ẹ̀ Liam too has right under child welfare whatever ó ní right láti mọ bàbá ẹ̀ so because of that o lè subject ọmọ yẹn sí bullying now ọmọ yẹn wọ́n lè gbà bó ṣe ní right láti lè má ṣe DNA kì í ṣe DNA ara ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń sọ tọ́mọ́ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ọmọ yẹn ní right láti mọ ẹni tó bí láti mọ family tí ò bá dẹ̀ ti gbà láti ṣe wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ bàbá ó yá Wunmi I don't want to see you bearing the name Aloba or the baby tó gbé dání kó lọ máa jẹ́ orúkọ bàbá tiẹ̀ that is your problem so bọ́n ṣe máa tó fún nìyẹn kì í ṣe pé wọ́n á dédé lọ bọ́ sí pé okay bàbá withdraw tí bàbá bá withdraw bàbá you will see them on social media tomorrow wọ́n sọ fún yín pé ṣèbí wọ́n sọ pé bàbá ò ní nǹkan ṣe and this is what we have been fighting against withdrawal is not at this time it's not what we can go for.
Bọ́lá ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé mo lè interject ẹ má bínú ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ kan. So far tí kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ kí bàbá withdraw at the same time we don't want bàbá to be rigged ẹ máa fi yẹn sí at the back of your mind bí bàbá ṣe ń lọ yìí we all love it should continue but tó bá ti ń di wípé bàbá ṣáà ní dandan àwọn fẹ́ ṣe kínní tó bá máa dibi tó ti máa rí gẹ̀ tó fi máa gbé rìsọ́ọ̀tì burúkú wá fún wa bàbá should back off.
Wọn lè rí igi àti wọn ti lè bí kóòtù gbé bàbá kí bàbá ṣe tí wọn kàn ṣe ní tí wọn if kóòtù granting bàbá.
Look at what Wunmi is saying look at how she's dribbling bàbá òun ò lè gbọ́ ọmọ sílẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ mú sample àìkíní kan ní kán mú kán má mú kíní kan Because what Wumi, Prince, what Wumi is looking for is for the court and the result to favor her, not to favor Baba. So that no result in life philosophy Mohbad. In as much as we are looking for a good result, we should do first.
In as much as we are talking about property is not the only thing tí bàbá ń fight fún. They are fighting for the ṣé ọmọ wọn lọmọ yẹn, that is the major thing. Ṣé ọmọ wọn ni ọmọdé yìí? Ṣé family aloba ni?
Even gan kò tiẹ̀ jọ ọmọ wọn lọ.
That is the number one. That is number one tí bàbá ń fight fún.
Criminal case on that issue. The DNA is part of the criminal issue. Baba is not fighting for the property. Emma get it wrong.
Oh no, because DNA now
is fighting for everything, but this government are blocking it.
Kọ́tù DNA. Who is Wumi?
Part of the issue to my lead the one see.
Yes.
Criminal issue.
Don't want it to happen.
They don't want to do the DNA.
That is it.
Kì í ṣe pé wọ́n mọ̀ wípé ẹ̀hún ló bí òun kọ́ ló bí. Wọ́n mọ̀ wípé after the DNA, if the DNA come negatively, it can lead to the criminal case.
Thank you, sir.
Pé ìtorí ọmọ yẹn ni wọ́n ṣe pa Mohbad. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n nìyẹn.
Cherry, no one is bigger or higher or powerful than the law.
It's not the property. Cherry property àwákọ̀ ọkọ̀ yẹn pé wọn ò ní lè gba anything lórí ọmọ yẹn tó bá
but they don't want their secret. Wọ́n fẹ́ kí secret àwọn jáde.
Lórí criminal issue yẹn ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ṣe.
Àwa gbogbo ẹ̀yìn bí ó yá ọmọ tó ń sunkún ó yá àwọn òbí ẹ̀ náà tó ń rọ̀ àwa náà mọ̀.
Kì í ṣe torí property, they are not generating any property yẹn. Secondary ni wọ́n ti fa property yẹn wọ́n ti fail. Mọ́mí wa wọ́n ti fa property yẹn wọ́n ti fail.
They are blocking.
Wọ́n lè jẹ́ lọ lórí yẹn mọ́. Wọ́n lè ní kankan gbà lórí yẹn mọ́. But because of the DNA pé tó bá ṣe DNA yẹn o tó bá rí pé ó wà negative wọ́n believe pé bàbá lè go on criminal case on that DNA.
Exactly. Oh, the fantastic àwọn tún.
As far as I'm concerned,
that is the reason why they don't want to do the one ní ṣe DNA yẹn.
Ògúngbè ló
èyí yẹn lèmi fi sọ fún yín pé tọ́ọ̀ bá ti ṣe DNA yẹn kí bàbá kọ memo kó kọ affidavit sí court pé if the DNA is not done 1 penny is not belong to Wunmi and his son.
Ìtẹ̀sán 1 penny nìkan orúkọ yẹn kó yọ kúrò orúkọ àti lórí ara mo yẹn kó yọ.
wọ́n ti kọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé kó yọ òun ló mọ̀ nǹkan tó fi ń ṣe ń bẹ̀.
So because ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé ó fi ń ṣe pẹ́sẹ̀ntẹ̀m nísìn àti Ìyábọ̀ Òjó wèrè tó ń lò ó.
Ṣàdẹ̀mọ̀ pé ó tún ti wà ní kóòtù property tọ́nà ti wà ń bẹ̀ láti march tọ́ ti gbé bàbá lọ sí court ẹ ti mọ̀ pé ògùn pé sọ ń pa yẹn.
Ẹ kúrò lórí kéèké ìyàbọ̀ mi bẹ̀ yẹn.
lórí yẹn case close yẹn ẹ fi yẹn
lẹ ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn kò lè rí kankan ṣe.
kéèsì yẹn àti close yẹn ẹ gbàgbé yẹn.
Bí èmi gan bí mo ṣe wà ẹ́ ọkọ mi kú mo fẹ́ gba the letter of administrator lórí kìíní. I still quoted the father's name, the mother's name, the brothers, the sisters. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo fi èmi as èmi gangan ni next of kin èmi nìkan ni next of kin mo sì kóòtù orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ sí inú the administrator letter of administrator yẹn tí mo dẹ̀ gbà. I got the letter.
Gbogbo nǹkan kan la máa sọ lórí social media.
Of course.
Close.
So
gbogbo yẹn
there's no ara pocket yẹn close òun ló ń ta lára. So Terry ẹ má kàn tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ká Terry irú àwọn sensitive cases bí relé mi torí nínú nǹkan tá a bá ti ń sọ ń sìn as regarding the DNA yẹn náà ni o nínú nǹkan tá a bá ti ń sọ ń sìn solution tá a bá ti ń mú wá ń sìn àmọ̀ràn tá a bá ti ń mú wá ń sìn that's what they will be using. Kẹ́ mọ̀ pé a sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ látijọ́ ẹ̀ wọn ò rí nǹkan kan ṣe.
Very correct. You are very correct.
So Cherry nínú suggestion wa ẹni tó bá ní tangible suggestion irú Mr. Bayo Billion wọ́n lè bí
ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ lórí gbogbo yẹn mọ́ is a case closed.
So gbogbo àwọn kinní wọ̀nyẹn
kéèsì yẹn ti
wọ́n
close kò lè rí kankan gbà lórí yẹn mọ́.
nígbà tí wọ́n fún ìyá Mohbad ó ní Bukky gbèsè ti fún un gbẹ wọ́n máa fún gbẹ wọ́n á fi òfin fún gbẹ òfin sẹ́rí Tinubu tó ṣe olórí òfin tó ṣe president Nàìjíríà tó bá fẹ́ fi òfin bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n á fi ebi mo I cited an example yesterday Ayédàtiwa tó wà l'Ondo State tó ló fẹ́ lọ fún tọ́ta.
mi bọ̀ Ṣubọ́lá mi mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ka sàn wà.
ẹ̀ka sàn sà.
mo ṣe fún bẹ́ẹ̀ mo pé mi mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀.
ó lóun fẹ́ ṣe third term ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé shortly nígbà tí Jonathan ṣe tó parí táàmù Buhari táàmù Yar'Adua wọ́n ti ṣe òfin wípé there is nobody tí wọ́n á swear in nígbà mẹ́ta tó bá ti ṣe fún ẹ nígbà kínní ní táàmù níta bó ṣe ọjọ́ kan péré lókùn kí táàmù yẹn lọ tó gbà á tó lọ ṣe swear yẹn in tó gbà á tó lọ ṣe ọjọ́ kan tó kù yẹn ó ti gọ́vnà nìyẹn ó ti ṣe táàmù kan nìyẹn òrọ̀ ló parí táàmù ẹni yẹn tó bá tún padà fún election ó ṣe òun wá sọ pé òun táàmù Akérédolú lòun kọ́kọ́ lò òun fẹ́ lo 2 terms sí tèun ó lọ court àwọn èèyàn gbé lọ court ó lose governor lose ó appeal ó lose ó gbé dé supreme wọ́n sìn dé supreme tó fi lose ó wá padà wá sọ pé ṣé òun ò sọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ fún 3rd term ó lóun sọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ fún 3rd term páwọn èèyàn ló ń kó sí òun lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn ló kó sí lẹ́nu appeal ó lọ supreme so ṣe rí ní Nàìjíríà tá a wà yìí ṣebí nínú ibi tá a ti rí àwọn corrupt lawyers náà la máa rí àwọn tó dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ wọn àná ẹjọ́ tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ gbé síwájú adájọ́ ládájọ́ á dá so ṣẹ́rí ẹjẹ́ kan máa ebi òfin ni ẹjẹ́ kan máa lọ kéèsì ni wọ́n máa fún gbẹ́ débi tí síbi sásí.
Spicy ẹ bá mi invite Fabriano kó wá analyse nǹkan tí lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn sọ wípé ẹ bá mi invite Fabriano mo fẹ́ kó analyse kéèsì yìí o tí o bá analyse máa pè sórí ṣáàtì ẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀ máa wọlé síbẹ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ analyse ẹ̀ torí ó sọ pé àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta láàbù mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí bàbá náà fake ni mo fẹ́ kó wa analyse ẹ̀ tó bá analyse ẹ̀ lálẹ́ tí n bá rí tó bá ṣe ṣó máa wọ bẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kó analyse ṣó ìyálẹ̀ yìí.
apara lórí ẹ̀ ti dàrú.
mo sọ fún wípé tí ó bá jẹ́ pé òtítọ́ ló ń sọ nígbà tí bàbá tó gbé memo jáde pé Wùnmí court laboratory kò wà valid àwọn welfare officer kò wà valid tí wọ́n wá jáde tó lóò pé ti bàbá pé kò wà valid mo ní irọ́ ló ń pa o wọ́n já mi dànù now ẹ wá bá mi pè é sí nígbà tí lọ́ọ̀yà fúnra rẹ̀ gbójú ẹ̀ jáde tó wá sọ ṣé adájọ́ yẹn kò sí láyé ni láti prosecute lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn pé ó lọ ń parọ́ lórí social media ẹ bá mi pè Fabriano ẹ bá mi táàgì ẹ jọ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi táàgì Fabriano kó tún analysis yẹ kó wá tún ṣe.
Daddy Prince ẹ kọ́lẹ̀ sà.
bọ́yìn mà.
ẹ kọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ra sà. Mọ́mí Bọ́súbọ́lá sexy me mọ́mí mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ra mà. Àkú ìfi ọmọ ènìyàn ṣe.
àwọn ò ní parọ́ nǹkan tí ẹyẹ tó bá jẹ́ tiwa àwa mọ̀ pé tiwa àwọn ò ní parọ́ pé ká lè achieve kankan.
Ṣé one thing about it?
Ọlọ́run ti kẹ́ wa Ọlọ́run ti gbà fún wa àwọn ò ní parọ́.
Daddy Prince. Shall one thing about this thing? It is crystal clear. Ó ti wà so glaring. Pẹ̀lú the update tí Bayo Billion sọ lẹ́ni pé everything, Mami Bọ́súbọ́lá, I understand the fact that the court, everything is being on the procedure. Ipe òfin náà la máa fi mú. But it is so glaring pé Lagos State Judiciary, they are doing everything to be in favor of Wunmi. Because tí ó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, nígbà tí wọ́n gbé dé court, wípé they deliberately, when they go for the first don't decide pé three laboratories were, it was the magistrates that said it to them that they need to do their due diligence to make sure that the lab that needs to be presented, they must be doing the tissue-based DNA. Time within the space of time is over 3 weeks. So only coffee shake findings here. And at the end of the day, when they now brought the result, they gave them the courts, they gave us the CTC. We are not going to invest. Know that the lab they are giving to us, they are going to do the DNA. But for the military officer now saying that what gave us the right to go
1 point. Sherry, our lawyer is just trying to help that magistrate. If it is a stubborn lawyer,
yes,
now
that is exactly what I want to say.
To help the magistrate.
It is being the magistrate the magistrate could not even tell them, Baba, Daddy, the magistrate could not even tell them. We were okay, I gave you enough time to investigate. Okay, Baba has his own. The same pattern here, none of it for corona inquest. Nígbà lawyer Mohbad to confirm there is a police report and there is a doctor's report. To find on the hospital. Magistrate should to be Ogboseti ko de bere lọ́wọ́ wọn pé níbo ni results yẹn wà. Share our points KKK. We need to be hammering it and be talking about it. For the judiciary to know that we are not dumb. Now let's go back to when Baba asked for they gave Baba the permission to talk in the courts. Why? See, magistrates here to try intimidate Baba by calling the police on him because the man is saying his truth, telling them that me. Those are the things we are talking about. They are trying to bully the man. They are trying to oppress the man to shut him down. Just because one pass here, but the man is telling them that I'm not going to back down. With everything the court is doing, what was so glaring, the Lagos state government, one more turn shake, one of DNA shake, just because one Mohbad. But they are saw. But look with the way of the pattern and everything that you guys are doing. What if you shock where you could DNA in Mohbad because clearly DNA she wadogun. Clearly DNA she dogun totoi. And for women to be saying it, people want to give among Musile, ni court, and you want us to still trust that court. Say that I'm for film, whatever vitaba film, mutaba, I need that to be to my they will continue to be doing what they are doing to that man. The same thing now, Amashe. Because we mean so for judge, and the magistrate judge could not even say anything.
Adame Wade, God bless you. This is what we are saying. They are not saying anything.
Any with the narrative of what Mr. Bayo said today. But look at Mr. Bayo so there it is Wunmi that is telling the courts that we final say.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is exactly what she said.
She said
they
said that she would only never. Never.
And the judge could not even say anything to it. Sherry, Lagos state government knows exactly what they are doing. One fẹ́ DNA DNA and for us to be Baba decide Lenny, people okay judgment pull out because aloba. And Wunmi, let me tell you something.
kò síbi tó lè sá sí kó máa sá lọ kó máa sá kìjokìjo kiri. Ó borúkọ ara ẹnìkan jẹ́ ó ń borúkọ ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ ni because Liam will continue to be ọmọ àlè lójú gbogbo aráyé. Ọmọ àlè alọ́ba ló máa jẹ́. Kò jẹ́ ní dùnsìn ó dìgbà tó bá dàgbà sọ́mọ yóò bá rí DNA ṣe.
Kó dẹ̀ máa gbé lọ kó dẹ̀ fit for bearing alọ́ba
ọmọ àlè
jù yẹn lọ.
Tó bá sọ pé ẹ mọ̀ pé lọ́yẹ̀ ti claim rí pé kò ṣe alọ́ba family nìkan ni ló ń jẹ́ alọ́ba kò ṣe bàbá nìkan ló ń jẹ́ alọ́ba. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó náà dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ ká understand pé tí Wùmí bá náà wò ṣe DNA pátápátá bàbá ní kó má jòrúkọ àwọn ọmọ kò jẹ́ ní jòrúkọ ọmọ ọmọ. Ṣé bí back to the script tí wọ́n ti kọ́ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n á padà sí script tó ti kọ́ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni because gbogbo tí Ìyábọ̀ sọ nínú group chat yẹn ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ and the same thing tó sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yìí náà ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí because Wùmí already àti ṣe DNA yẹn kò dẹ̀ ní gbé ọmọ yẹn wá fún sample yẹn and the court has made it clear to us they are on her side because me more reason tẹ́ máa ṣe fẹ́ intimidate bàbá tẹ́ máa wò pé bí ẹ fẹ́ pọlọ́pàá fún bàbá torí pé bàbá yẹn express rẹ̀ jẹ́ lè shut bàbá yẹn down because òun ló bí ọmọ ẹ̀ àtọ́ ẹ̀ ló fi bí Mohbad Lagos state government kọ́ ló bí Mohbad Babájídé Sanwó-Olú kọ́ ló bí Mohbad the magistrate court kọ́ ló magistrate judge kọ́ ló bí Mohbad Joseph Olúwabámiwò Alọ́ba òun ló bí Mohbad ló fi àtọ́ ẹ̀ bí ó jẹ́ ní every right lórí ọmọ yẹn ó ní every right lórí òkú Mohbad ó jẹ́ ní every right lórí Liam tó bá pẹ́ lóòótọ́ ọmọ Alọ́ba ni bọ́ẹ̀ lè intimidate bàbá yẹn o we are not going to back down for you guys to intimidate and for Lawyer Kabiru that you are trusting that man that tó bá sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́ you are going to sue him. We are waiting for your petition. We are waiting tí mọ̀ kankan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad. We are not backing down. We have to know what happened to that boy. N tó ṣe ọmọ yẹn nínú ilé afẹ́ mọ̀. Ṣẹ́rí ìgbà odò kékeré tẹ́ bá fojú di ó máa ń gbéyàn lọ o. Odò kékeré tẹ́ bá fi ojú di ó máa ń gbéyàn lọ. Wùmí, let me tell you, no matter how much tó bá bá ìta ìfún ẹ, no matter how much that they think they can manipulate the system, no matter how much they think they can back you up, let me tell you and let me remind you this, power is transient. They can never be there for the rest of their life. One, they want there for life, oh. One, and Mohbad's case is not going anytime soon. And it's not going to go away until the right judgment is being served. We are here and we'll be here. We are here concerning that DNA. And if that boy did not have his DNA done, he will remain illegitimately Uncle Christian Aloba. He will remain illegitimate Ọmọ Mohbad. Ọmọ àlè ló máa jẹ́ tí ó bá ṣe DNA yẹn. And if that boy did not do DNA, kò lè rí nothing gbà nínú ogun Mohbad. Kò lè rí nothing, kò lè rí gbà nínú ogun Mohbad. Abẹ́ pò, abẹ́ fà gbogbo abiyamọ ayé akọ̀yìn sí ẹ. Torí kà níyìn. Abẹ́ pò, abẹ́ fà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yìí, we are here. Oh, ní rí kọ̀kọ́ gbà nínú ogun ọmọ yẹn, àfi tó bá ṣe DNA, tó bá confirm pé Liam ọmọ Mohbad ni. Anything other than that, we are here. Àwa náà ti dúró, a dẹ̀ ti dúró tán. Bàbá Mohbad, ẹ lọ fi ọkàn balẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kọ́dún mọ̀ yín. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ọkàn fẹ́ dẹ́rù bà yín. Ẹni tó bá competition, ẹ jẹ́ kó mú petition ẹ̀ wá. Lawyer Kabiru, we are waiting for you. We will wait for you and we will wait for you. Gbogbo ọmọ pàdé. Thank you everybody. God bless.
I just want to respond to your last message. You said somebody write a petition. Which petition again? Hello.
Only Lawyer Kabiru. Lawyer Kabiru ló threaten Baba ní court.
Petition on what case? On
Nígbà
what
tí Baba back out, àwọn máa sue Baba.
Ṣẹ́rí ìwòwò tó mo sọ fún yín pé ṣẹ́rí àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ṣájà ń bẹ lọ́ọ̀yà. Àkàwé wọn bá tàkà yìí alọ́pọ̀lọ́. They are charge and bail lawyer. The procedure of this DNA It started since 2024. Getting to 2026, and that person is not ready or submitted herself or the baby for DNA. He want to write a petition when the person they have frustrated that person to pull out. Now you want to write a petition to that place and say you want to charge that person to court. Everybody ẹ ti dàrú. Ẹ má máa bá wọn ràn sọ because that charge and bail lawyer ó fẹ́ gbowó, ó máa jẹun, ó máa sanwó ọ́fíìsì, ó máa sanwó workers. It's dead on arrival now. Who's dead on arrival? Ṣé lọ́yà ìgbà tó ń bá gbé lọ sílẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ṣé lọ́yà tí ó fẹ́ dé defendant yẹn kò ní ní àwọn nǹkan tó máa fi defend case yẹn tó máa fi tú ẹ̀ dànù. At the end of the day, now let me just bring up a scenario. You write you want a DNA and the DNA is taking the next 2 years. Okay, afẹ́ṣe and the mother of that baby does not subject that boy, does not release that boy for that DNA. Ṣé fọ́ọ̀tì èmi respondent nìyẹn ni àbí wọ defendant tó gbọ́mọ wá láti wá ṣe DNA yẹn ni. Ó gbọ́mọ wá fún ṣe DNA. Wọ́n tún lọ bẹ̀ ní àná àbí yọ̀ọ̀ náà lọ bẹ̀ àbí ni. Now o tún dúró ń bẹ̀ yìí pé gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ ń bẹ̀ yẹn tó bá jẹ́ pé counter affidavit ni ó yẹ kó proof ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ náà pé irọ́ ni lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ń pa pé àwọn nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn irọ́ ni. You agree it is true. That's why the lawyer, the magistrate adjourned the case to another date because ó ti jẹ́ kó mọ̀ wípé lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn tó sọ fún mi pé àwọn lábùtẹ́kọ́wá ìrọ̀lẹ́ ń pa ìyẹn lásán ó ti prove case yẹn but that lawyer does want to prove that magistrate leg. If I'm the lawyer, I will put that magistrate leg that in as much you have give a judgment or you have proclaimed that we should go and do it this place, this place, this place. If there's any fault on that 3 places, and we find out that the 2 places there's a fault there. Now the only thing that magistrate is supposed to do today as a competent magistrate is supposed to grant that papa a loan because it's a judgment that okay ẹyọ kan tó kù yẹn o ẹ lọ ṣe because these 2 they have already faulted. Now the magistrate he said he postponed it and he want you people to go and think over it and come back. Who does that? That magistrate orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú. Orí wọn ti dàrú. Ó ti pass judgement ẹ lọ ṣe mi báyìí lọ ṣe mi báyìí lọ ṣe mi báyìí ó dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn méjì yẹn wọ́n ti wà faulted. The next thing ni pé ẹyọ kan tó kù yẹn ló máa fún ní priority pé kó lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ kó gbé wá tí wọn bá wá láìkí ẹ ibi tó yẹ pé orí wọn ti dàrú àwọn magistrate yẹn tó bá ti gbowó wọn mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe ni tó bá wá gbé wá á wá advice àwọn méjì ti bí ẹ pé ẹ lọ sí court ẹ lọ challenge ẹ á fi stand the reputation ti tiẹ̀ but now stand reputation you put your reputation in a mud olóò fún wọn ní ẹ̀ẹ́kọ́ tó máa bọ̀ díẹ̀ another 6 on the 6 tó ń bọ̀ yẹn ṣé bàbá Mohbad ló fún ní option pé kó lọ ronú sí ni àbí Wùnmí tó ti mọ̀ pé òun ò fẹ́ ṣe DNA ṣé bàbá Mohbad fẹ́ lọ ronú sí pé òkè mo ti gba nǹkan tẹ́ sọ orí adájọ́ yẹn orí ẹ̀ ti dàrú ni àwọn wèrè dédé adájọ́ tó kó sí Nàìjíríà yẹn.
Prince, they are all working hand in hand. Gbogbo wọn Wùnmí náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Wọ́n mọ̀ postpone.
Olórí búkú náà lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn náà tó bá adájọ́ yẹn owó tó ti báwo ló ṣe máa sọ wípé kán tó lọ ronú sí i kí ló fẹ́ ronú sí i. Bàbá Mohbad sọ pé nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ rè ó dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ wípé àwọn ti tiẹ̀ àti Wùnmí wọ́n parọ́ ni wàá tó protect your integrity Baba Mohbad go and do your own tí wọn bá wá like Wunmi and the other people they can appeal it they have the right to appeal it.
They don't want Baba to do his own. Wọn ò fẹ́ kí bàbá ṣe tiẹ̀ rárá because wọ́n mọ̀ pé result.
Wọn ò fẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn ṣe ibi tó ti kàbùkù nìyẹn wọn ò lè róògùn yẹn ṣe. Wọn ò lè róògùn yẹn ṣe ìyá mi ẹ gbàgbé yẹn bàbá mi wà máa ṣe àfi tó bá gbọ́mọ yẹn lẹ̀ èmi dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ kó yé yín pé wọn ò ní gbọ́mọ yẹn lẹ̀ bàbá mi bá need to send an affidavit to that court pé tó bá ti gbọ́mọ yẹn lẹ̀ kó n ṣe DNA òun fún wọn ní ọdún kan sọ́dún méjì àbóṣù mẹ́fà tó bá ti ṣe òun lọ sí ọmọ òun tó bá dẹ̀ ti sí ọmọ yẹn no DNA will be conducted anymore and any property of Mohbad is not belong to Wunmi and his son Mohbad.
It is justice. That's no prince. That is justice.
Ó parí tó bá ti sign ẹ̀ òtìyẹ́ ti lọ nìyẹn document is documented.
Èmi ò fẹ́ ká lọ that statement property. Aloba's name kan lọ yọ kúrò lórúkọ wọn tí ò bá ti já lọ́ba kò belong to the family kò dẹ̀ belong kò ní right to property period.
ẹni sùgbọ́n tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ṣe yẹn ẹ ò lè lọ criminal issue mọ́ ẹ lè lọ kiri mọ́ ẹ lè wọ́n mọ̀ pé ibẹ̀ yẹn làwọn fẹ́ dúró lé lórí.
jerry lórí criminal issue kéèsì ó sì máa ṣe DNA yẹn gbẹ̀yìngbẹ̀yìn gbogbo ilé tó ṣe rádaràda ní magistrate ló sì lè máa ṣe gbogbo wọn yẹn. Magistrate inú igbó ló ti lè máa ṣe gbogbo wọn yẹn.
Tinubu àti Sanwó-Olú ọdún yìí ni wọ́n máa kúrò lórí ìtẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run àwọn máa gbé ìbàjẹ́ 10 years criminal case ó lè padà bọ̀ murder charge ó lè padà bọ̀ wọ́n lè wú dìde Tinubu àti Sanwó-Olú wọ́n máa kúrò lórí ìtẹ́ kéèsì yẹn á padà lágbára Jésù Kristi wọn ò lè fojú bàbá yẹn gbolẹ̀ náà wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan táwọn ṣe yẹn kò right kátà sọ pé Wùnmí ò tẹ̀ mọ́ ń pa kéèsì kátà sọ pé Wùnmí ò mọ̀ ń pa kéèsì yẹn tó ń wá justice fún ọkọ ẹ̀ tó kú ó ní máa ṣe pálapàla tó ń ṣe yẹn náà ó ní máa ṣe pálapàla tó ń ṣe yẹn ó mọ̀ pé ọkọ
another thing ni pé ṣé
looking for justice for this boy
ló bẹ̀bẹ̀ tó fọgbọ́n bẹ̀bẹ̀ lóru Strategies you are here ọgbọ́ngbọ́n báyìí ló fi bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní òru ní last week tó sọ pé àwọn followers nǹkan má bú bàbá ó fún ara ẹ̀rù ń bà àwa gan ṣẹ́rí ń gbà míì àwọn nǹkan tá à ń sọ ló fún àwọn pípù yẹn nígboyà ẹ̀rù ń bà Bùnmi fún ara ẹ̀rù ń bà ó fún ara
ṣé rí àwọn tó ń tọ̀pọ̀ tiẹ̀ yẹn ṣé àwọn tó ń sọ̀pọ̀ lóbìnrin yẹn tó bá jẹ́ orí wọn pé ni ṣé àwọn tó ọkọ wọn bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe DNA ọmọ wọn ṣé wọ́n máa sọ pé ọkọ wọn ò ní right láti ṣe ni ẹ bá mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ń support yẹn ẹ bá mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ Babirano ẹ bá mi pé ẹ táàgì Babirano náà kó wá give analysis lórí case
ọmọ àlè ló ń lò fún ara ẹ̀ nurse náà ọmọ àlè ló ń tọ̀ òun gan ọmọ àlè so irú tó àbá ti wẹ ọmọdé láwẹ̀ mọ́ báyìí irú kí lẹ fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ yẹn become ní at the end of his life àbí gbogbo association of husbandless women tó kóra wọn jọ tó ń ṣe orí burúkú tó láwọn ń ṣe fíìmù. Àwọn apọkọjayé gbogbo sanwó ikú ìwọ náà ó lọ jókòó sáàárín wọn àmọ́ kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ parí case. It's true. That's why me, I don't like talking, or else we are the one giving them, empowering them. On àwa là ń fún wọn ní torchlight, tó fi ń mọ̀nà, tó fi ń ríran, tó fi ń rí ibi tá à ń lọ. That's just it.
Even odidi Karimo gan lásán ó deny Karimo dànù ni, ó deny lórí pé kó máa kí Karimo kó máa gba ọ̀rọ̀ Karimo sí court. She had to deny Karimo. Ìyẹn le gan, Wùmí ya wèrè gan.
Ọmọ yẹn kò yí kan dún ànàndú o.
Ó ya wèrè gan.
Lórí nǹkan tó fi mú tó fi pa Mohbad lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ yìí.
Èmi mọ̀ pé kò lè gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn lẹ̀, àwa ti ń fura pé kò lè gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn lẹ̀, èmi mọ̀.
In as much tí Lagos State bá ti wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tó ń ṣorí burúkú bó ṣe ń ṣe ní kóòtù, wọ́n á kàn máa prolong issue yìí ni, wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa da bàbá yẹn láàmú. So bàbá just try a little bit and make up his mind.
Àwọn náà máa kọ wípé kó yarí tán ní court kó sọ pé òun ò ní gbọ́n bọ́lá, àwọn náà máa kọ ní so.
Wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé àṣírí ó tú o.
Ẹ ṣe gan ma.
Àṣírí á tú.
Mr. Bayo voice yín ò loud o.
Gbọ́ mi báyìí.
Ìyá tí ń gbọ́ yín sí, mo ti ń gbọ́ yín sí.
Ẹ má bínú. Mọ́mí mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ṣe gan ma, God bless you. Mo rí gbogbo lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta, mo rí gbogbo pọ̀pọ̀ ṣinṣin yẹn. Mọ́mí mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ ṣe gan ma, God bless you. Mo rí gbogbo lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta, mo rí.
Kí ló ń ṣe kíní yín kàn?
Ṣé ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi? Ó dà pé mo rí gbogbo pọ̀pọ̀ ṣinṣin yẹn, jẹ́ má bínú ẹ kú. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ bíi tán sọ kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ayé lágbára Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí gbogbo challenges tó associate mọ́ justice náà nìyẹn. Ṣé ti Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí a gba ìtìjú lórí ẹ̀. Sherry, the invested at this point, the invested emotions, the invested interest, it is because it is becoming clearer and clearer. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹlòmíì tó máa ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ kékeré sí báyìí á ti wọlé lọ á ti bínú á ti wọlé lọ, but when you look at àní nígbà tí mò ń gbọ́ pé lọ́ọ̀yà gan sọ pé lọ́ọ̀yà tó ń fi déètì ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ń submit affidavit hàn wọ́n, àní magistrate ó ń sọ fún magistrate ní pé okay if you don't have a copy, if you don't know about the submission, let me read it to you. Wọ́n tún wọ́n ka address, wọ́n ka email, wọ́n ka phone number, wọ́n kọ orúkọ ẹni tó send, wọ́n ka everything, wọ́n accept it, and that is where the court should have started from. Ìyẹn ló yẹ kó ti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ argument. They were supposed to punish. Ṣé pé mi ṣe sọ lọ́jọ́ pé they are supposed to recuse that welfare officer.
Welfare officer, exactly.
Pé lórí matter, we don't want you. Okay, you are going to be sanctioned for provide after you be given 3 weeks to go and do your due diligence. The court was ashamed, and that is why the reason why the magistrate is hungry and fast to want to vary the order was because they made a mistake, and it should count against them. They made the mistake, they've done wrong, and we caught them.
Èmi ò lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ pariano ẹjọ́ o.
Monica ìkan imagine like on lọ́rọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀
ká ní pé
èyàn ò lọ investigate lab yẹn. Ẹjọ́ máa ní
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ pariano bí ẹpọlọ ẹja.
Ẹjọ́ máa ẹkọ imagine pé investigate lab yẹn. What would have happened today?
Ó ti tán nìyẹn ká kó gba lab sample kọ́dẹ̀ gbé result jáde.
Lọ́bẹ̀ ni ó máa gbé ọmọ
ìlú
tọ̀ yàyà.
Exactly, and the court is not looking at that as something serious. Ẹjọ́ imagine mo kàn ń jókòó mo kàn ń rò látàrún. Olúmọ ní kí wọ́n máa gbégbèsè ńlá o. Welfare officer, a whole welfare officer, àyà òfò yà àgbà àyà òṣì yà olórí burúkú tó bí.
Ṣé ó dàgbà gan àgbàlagbà ni?
Yà 50 something, only be age wọn mi reach grace náà ni.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run. Irú Wùmí lọmọ ẹ̀ máa fẹ́.
Yeah, so who gave you the right to go? Oh, you telling our lawyer who gave you the right to go and to investigate the lab? Can you just imagine?
Who gave you the right?
Ó sọ fún lawyer. Tó jẹ́ family lawyer, tó jẹ́ lawyer tó wà nínú matter.
Ó wà pẹ̀lú one TikTok bó ṣe wà pẹ̀lú bó ṣe language tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn TikToker ni.
Àwọn Wùmí dé jókòó síbẹ̀ tó lọ fẹ́ ṣe DNA, wọ́n ti do DNA, we are ready to do DNA. Onígbó ọmọ òfò ọmọ òṣì. Yorùbá ló sọ kùrà.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé English ló study àbí kí náà ṣe linguistic àbí kí náà sọ pé ó ṣe.
Àwọn lè fi rẹ̀ ṣe linguistic.
Ìta gbọ́ kó ṣe nìyẹn àbí. Ní tẹ́bí platform kò express ara ẹ̀ ní English gan rí.
Just imagine. Gbogbo evidences wọ́n fẹ́ kó wá ibi tí wọ́n ti sọ kíní judge kan. Okay, now why is the judge turning it down? Sometimes you argue the evidence. Ṣé o pé tó máa gbà sọ́wọ́ wọ́n argue ẹ̀ pé this is not credible enough kíní kankan judge did not accept none of it. Because the more Toma accepted, the more damaging it is to their face. Bàbá sọ fún wọn pé ó ti di ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì. Bàbá náwó sí woman yẹn ní kọ́ọ̀tù pé ó ti di ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì tí arábìnrin máa ṣerú wà báyìí. The judge turned a blind eye to all of those conditions. You are rushing. Tó pé Ògúngbè ò gbọ́n láti sọ pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe ọ̀dà yẹn ó máa walk out of the court ńkọ́. Tó pé kò gbọ́n láti sọ ńkọ́. They would have made it very pé Wùmí inú Wùmí máa dùn lórí báyìí. A pé nǹkan tó ń sọ lánàá nìyẹn. A pé wọ́n á gbé ọ̀dà yẹn lánàá ni. À nílé sùn.
Ọlọ́run.
À nílé sùn. Imagine that the Ògúngbè allowed them to give that order yesterday. Ipe Kolomu sample. Court is going to do it.
Kò ní pé bóyá pápá result àti jáde in 2 weeks.
Imagine àwọn ọkọ lórí aya, àwọn Pariano, àwọn Bófùrọ̀, gbogbo wọn máa sọ ní. Àti sọ́tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti gba bribe. Àwọn wèrè kan tó ń pera wọn ní kíní kan tó ń jẹ́ nǹkan pàtàkì tó ń padà bọ̀ tó adé àwọn àkúdà tó ń jí tó ń dákú tó ń dájí. Àwọn náà máa pariwo.
Bí àwọn olórí burúkú yẹn náà kóra wọn jọ níbi ìjẹta tó ń sọ pé bàbá ti gba bribe.
Exactly. Mo ṣe máa sọ ní àsọtẹ́lẹ̀.
Case is already settled. Case settled. Baba has settled at the back.
Bí ọba ṣe máa sọ nìyẹn. So when I celebrated the lawyer in an angle that I already knew. I just saw that. Thank God that matter didn't go like that. We put up a fight. So I think about the contempt of court. Let them arrest about contempt of court based on what he said.
Right, wo ganan ní láti fẹ́ fi arrest ba. Can you just imagine?
One lawyer caution Baba Mohbad. Lawyer alone dey caution Baba Mohbad.
Hey.
The applicant.
But Wooligans yẹn lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ anyhow.
Wùmí ọmọ abípa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó lè máa distrust lórí court pẹ̀lú Yorùbá òṣì ẹ̀.
Òtún sọ fún wa pé Baba is just making content. Baba is just deceiving the people.
Ní court náà.
Èpè tó gbà yẹn ó máa ṣe láyé ẹsẹ̀.
Àmì àṣẹ.
Àṣẹṣẹ. Ó forí fún ara ẹ ló fẹnu ara ẹ kó èpè.
Ẹ jọ ṣé magistrate ló bi Wùmí pé ṣé o fẹ́ ṣe DNA àbí ṣé òun ló sọ nǹkan kan nípa magistrate tó.
The magistrate now said that because when the magistrate wanted to start writing the order, Baba sọ pé in accordance pé àwọn mind kí magistrate mú lab kan ṣe, but also it should be included in the order that Baba too should take a sample the same Wùmí bá ní never owó lè gbà. But you want the court to take samples only yes. But if Baba want to Google but it is the same time is in process. If Baba is taking samples, if court is taking sample for the court, the Baba should take sample. Ló bá bẹ̀ sí sọ Yorùbá.
So ṣé ó rò pé Yorùbá ló máa work ni ṣé magistrate ò gbọ́ English ni.
Ẹjọ́ gbogbo ṣé English gan ti àbí ìwé torí tí o máa ṣe pé bí àtọ ọmọ igbó ò jẹ́ kọ́ mọ́ ń gbádùn àbí òṣì ò jẹ́ kọ́ mọ́ ń gbádùn. But what matter is what is it? Kí ni o de kúkú sọ ọmọ ní Liam Ojo kó sọ ní Liam Ojo náà.
Ṣé Liam Ojo?
William ló Texas ṣé bí ló Texas ní pé William lọmọ ń jẹ.
Liam Alamu.
William Ojo.
Wait, Sonny William Ojo, o Sonny William Sammy Jojo, o Sonny William Temi.
William Rotesam.
Liam, natural Liam. Pra. Ó fi dín náà, ó kò òyìnbó tó da tó jiná wọnú ni náà. Wọ́n dé máa gbé nǹkan ẹ lọ. Wọ́n á. Ó sọ ọmọdé ẹni ìtàn kalẹ̀. Ó sọ ọmọdé ẹni ìtàn. They have to start explaining.
Mi ò Liam ẹni ìtàn ni, ẹni ìtàn. Orúkọ ọmọ yẹn ti dẹ ẹni ìtàn láti ní lọ. Ẹni ìtàn ni.
You making a mess of the she's taking advantage of the judicial system and you know the phone to the tí máa ń bí ó ti máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ má bú mi ẹ má bá mi wí and so people know this so people will come out and ní pé òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ tí mẹ́gbẹ́ ò lè sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní kóòtù lánàá.
None of them tó sọ none of them.
It was a show shame. Ṣé ìdí kan ṣe ocean grant interview ṣe interview ni they could not.
Lọ́yà kò lè jáde wá sọ̀rọ̀.
They are trying to get Baba Mohbad. Every time I also call myself Baba Mohbad is talking about it on social media. Is this not as well?
Ta ló wá ń sá fún DNA báyìí sìn? Ṣé kò wá fún DNA?
Whosoever ọ̀dẹ̀ ń pariwo ní social ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé fídíò bí tó sọ pé ó fẹ́ I'm ready to do DNA it's about that wasting time. Lọ́yà ẹlẹ́nu dẹ̀rẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ̀ òkú gbẹ. Ẹlẹ́nu dẹ̀rẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ̀ ó fẹ́ play fídíò bí tó sọ pé we are ready Baba is invading DNA. Wọ́n kóòtù gba evidence bí tó ti ń sọ kiri. Pé Baba ló ń invade DNA. Kóòtù gba because kóòtù mọ̀ pé tẹ bá náà bá gbà ó máa di ègúsí wọn lọ́rùn. You are telling us that the error of the welfare officer Lala Koko is negligence that she does not understand the court position. That was the excuse you gave. Okay, kò mọ court position Lala Koko pé tissue-based DNA is done abroad. Kò mọ, you are charging 1.2 million naira. You are saying 1830 fẹ́ ṣe. Kàn gbọ́mọ wá, kàn wá ṣe. Kàn kí bàbá máa bọ̀, kàn wá mú sample. Okay, a ti gbà fún yẹn. Nígbà tó sọ pé tissue based go and bring the lab abroad o lọ mú santa cancer ṣé o sọ wá di CEO ni.
Àbí.
ní òbí Wùmí ti ní cancer tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe diagnosis test.
ṣùgbọ́n lọ́mọ ẹni brain cancer gbà kan ṣùgbọ́n lọ́mọ ẹni brain cancer gbà kan ṣùgbọ́n gbé.
Pé ó kú 6 months ọgbọ́n àti náà ṣe DNA náà ló kú 6 months.
Imagine all these people. And so people are there, just talking about Mohbad, he has collected bribe, he has done this, and you are not seeing all of this. I don't understand.
No, they see it. They work for women and different sector, different departments. No matter what, women part now. Departments don't want here.
You have seen the light. I want two cataracts to Pauju. I want to I was looking at a lady. Ìgbèrè kan tó pé ó nínú mọ́tò náà tí wọ́n ń bá sùn ó ń bú wa ní ọ̀dọ̀ Tẹ́mi. Ó bú bàbá ní
ọ̀dọ̀ Tẹ́mi. Ta náà ń bá sùn ní mọ́tò.
Tó pé inú justice for Mohbad kò ní ìwé.
Tẹ́tẹ̀ ń ṣalábíyá rúnrún.
Benefit ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o èmi kọ́ mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Bàbá ọlọ́mọ mẹ́ta tó gbé láìpẹ́ tí bàbá ọlọ́mọ mẹ́ta ń bá ẹ̀sùn nínú mọ́tò you have the audacity. People, I look at things and people really doing all of this. And money, a perspective with judges. Olùmí ń fi ó máa ń fi ọwọ́ rẹ̀ wá ìpè ègún sórí ara ẹ̀.
Bó tẹ̀ tí wà already.
You went to court. Tó ẹjọ́ ẹ fi lórí burúkú wèrè ẹ àzú pé ọmọ ìyá ẹni ìtàn yìí ló wà nínú ó ní bàbá Mohbad. Ṣé kò táwọn èèyàn máa sọ lélẹ̀?
Àbí.
Ẹ yà sọ pé Mohbad ongongan ló ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìdúnmọ́ kò ní kú lẹ́wọ̀n náà. Ta ló máa gbà kókó lẹ́wọ̀n?
Thank you, Mr. Tazan.
Just imagine. Now, the court is compelling you to do DNA. You are fighting that you don't want to do DNA. You don't want to do it. Oh, the toba the data. About DNA. We send 4 letters. We remember, so we send 4 letters. 4 letters. To send in January 2020.
What? Aloba, you must do DNA. If we need a second, we go mole. Hey, imagine. Ẹjọ́ logic wo lẹ fi máa ń sọ, brain wo lẹ tẹ̀ fi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, ṣé number 6?
Èèyàn kan nínú kọ́kọ́ gbọmọlẹ̀, wọ́n bèèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kí ló dé. Wọ́n dà bàbá kí ló dé tó bẹ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ti DNA kí ló dé tó bẹ̀ nu DNA. Bàbá sọ pé ikú ọmọ òun so mọ́ DNA yẹn. Bàbá and his people, àwọn èèyàn bàbá, wọ́n máa ń bú ọmọ mi, wọ́n ń bú ọmọ mi lórí social media. Wọ́n ń ṣe kíníkan, wọ́n ń bú ọmọ mi lórí social media. Wọ́n ń pe ọmọ òun lọ́mọ àlè. Bàbá ní òun ṣàgbèrè. Ṣé òun ṣàgbèrè ní wèrè?
Jésù.
Ṣé òun ṣàgbèrè ní?
Bàbá làákàn gan fún lánàá gan o. Kò wá lè wá sọ yẹn fún wọn ní Temi platform.
Kò lè jẹ́ lè kò lè òjòjò bá pàjẹ́ ṣó lè dán ilé sọ ni. Nígbà ibi tó tún bọ̀.
Ṣé òfin ò fàyè gbà gan kọ́ máa televise kóòtù ni? Kọ́ máa gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ sórí social media.
Àṣírí ẹ̀ máa tú tó bá televise ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò lè rí sọ̀pọ̀tà mọ́.
Tó ti ń ṣẹlẹ́yà yẹn.
Kò lè ní sọ̀pọ̀tà. Ẹ fẹ́ bọ́ọ̀bù.
No, ibi fíìmù yẹn gan ló yẹ kó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ibi fíìmù yẹn gangan ló yẹ kó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Mama mi bọ̀ Súnmọ́lá fíìmù ọgọ̀ mú gan ní bad review. Ẹ̀rọ àkẹ́yẹ̀ tí ra wọn review movie. Review àwọn tó jẹ́ sọ̀pọ̀tà àwọn tó sọ̀pọ̀tà Ìyábọ̀ Òjó gọ̀gọ̀gọ̀ náà review náà ṣe bad review.
Ìyá ẹ máa gbọ́ ìyá Mohbad yìí, ìyá òfò ìyá Abọ́sẹ̀dé Alámàlà yìí, ó dẹ̀ wà níbi kan báyìí. Ó tún jó òfò kiri.
Àmàlà náà ń fúnjà àmàlà tí gbẹ̀gìrì.
Triple Presido wọ́n ní ká recap Karimo part o.
Ṣó ti dé orí káàkiri àmọ́ ti wọlé ni.
Ó wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú fake account ẹ̀. Ó wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú fake account ẹ̀.
Ẹ wo kí Karimo lọ máa bá àbúrò ẹ̀ fàájọ. Àbúrò ẹ̀ lóhùn ò mọ̀ ni pé òun ò lẹ́gbọ̀n kankan, òun ò lẹ́gbọ̀n, òun nìkan ni ìyá òun bí.
Mo rò pé mẹ́ta ni wọ́n. Ó tún dínà tọkùnrin yẹn ni.
Ó ti pe Karimo lọ́mọ àlè náà, ó ti pe Karimo lọ́mọ. Yeah, ó deny accurately. Ó lóun lẹ́gbọ̀n pé òun nìkan nìyá wọn bí pé òun mọ Karimo rí kọ́ máa.
Àṣé kóòtù ló ti sọ yẹn.
Yeah, she said it in the court.
Ó ga o.
She said it in the court. Ẹni gbogbo ohun tó ń sọ inú court ló ti sọ sẹ́ẹ̀.
Karimo ti sójú àṣẹ tí ń gbọ́. Wọ́n lẹ̀ lábúrò.
She denied.
Ìyẹn tún le o.
Ó deny Karimo, ó deny ẹ̀ accurately. A whole US military, a whole US nurse, a whole US citizen.
American nurse. Ẹ tó fi 15 bags láti Nàìjíríà.
American nurse.
15 bags ló gbé wá.
Fún ẹni ìtàn 15 bags ló dẹrù fún ẹni ìtàn. Àdí Karimo tún sọ pé aṣọ tútù tí
ó ti luggages.
Aṣọ tó gbẹnu lọ jáyà ó tún kó sínú ẹrù.
Kásìtì gan, ó gbé kásìtì wá.
See, my problem is not even with all of that. My problem is with the judicial system of Lagos State. And you know the funniest part? Baba Mohbad can also frustrate this court. He can also frustrate the court.
Exactly.
If he applies for recuse of the magistrate, Lori Matai. You can also say it doesn't, because evidence is to show pé the magistrate is being biased.
Nǹkan gangan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn technique
Baba can also file a recuse of the judge from the matter, because evidence is to show pé the judge is being biased in the matter. All evidences were not accepted. Exhibits were not accepted, even 3 weeks before the matter. And let me tell you the funniest part. The lawyer was expecting the court to reach out to him before the sittings. He was hoping that the court would react to that affidavit of fact. He was checking on the court. It was written, it was understood that the magistrate got the affidavit of facts. He was waiting that the court needs to. We are saying that she got to reach out saying they're supposed. He said he's expecting the court to reach out because once they receive that document, because once serve Kabiru by, once Beri Kabiru law by, he is waiting for them to say it's a lie. He's waiting for us to say it's true. He's waiting for my wife to say ironi.
Exactly.
He was waiting. He reached out to the court for 2 times. And one will come out and become so rubbish. So on the day of the matter, he addressed the matter of the document first. Judge Waiver. How outrightly? Imagine a document that was submitted to your office. You are looking at it, your registrar accepted it. Look at 3 weeks ago. You are now asking him what is in the document in his hand. I don't have a copy. Okay, if you don't have a copy, let me read it to you. He read it to the judge. He wanted to submit it as evidence. Copy it here. See lawyer Mudani, the one he has submitted in the court will learn here. The one he brought to court by himself for his own service copy. He wanted to submit it as evidence and exhibit. The court turned it down. The videos of Karimo and the videos of evidences of Wumi saying this, court said no. These are evidences that are useful in this matter. Wọ́n fúnra ọ̀sìn tó bá dọ̀la ń sìn. Way forward, onírọ́. Tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sìn. Don't have this bad here. Don't have this mama bad. This is natural. Everybody. Everybody. Mama. Okay, mama. Irọ́. Boo. Teacher mi bá ti fún ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí 15 báyìí kò ríran mọ́. Just imagine. And you look at these people. That is why to go to platforms, you just look at it like sometimes you just want to, because it is better you just stay on this TikTok for a while.
I'm telling you.
I'm just telling you. Imagine with all of this yesterday.
Bio billions. Let me tell you something. The day that the lawyer filed the affidavit of facts to the court, the judge, when they collected the stuff, the judge has a copy. But because they've already deliberated it, they've said we are going to ignore as if you don't receive it, because this is where we are going. It is the same pattern they are using now. That is the same pattern they used during the Corona inquest. The judicial system in Lagos State, they are biased. They've made it clear to the world that they are supporting Wumi Cynthia Adebanjo. They are protecting her because of the interest they have in Mohbad's case. Simple as ABC.
It is glaring, and that's what Baba need to speak up.
Liam is truly Babylons. If Liam is truly for Mohbad, the DNA what's it called, is not going to get to this level.
Exactly.
The Lagos State government knows. Everybody in the corridor of power in Lagos State knows.
They already know.
All the influencers in Lagos State, they knows. All the celebrities in Nigeria, in Lagos State, they knows. Yabo Joe and his caucus knows. Every one of them knows that boy is not from Mohbad.
Jigo Babaja knows.
So they're just trying to frustrate Baba Mohbad.
Because in the group, from their group, they requested for the copy of the report of the DNA that was done secretly. Ìyá Prispina bí akiri ìyá oní àníṣò múlẹ̀.
Kò múlẹ̀ fún Tonto Dike gan. Tonto Dike kò múlẹ̀ fún.
Kò múlẹ̀ nínú group. So Jigomo, for Jigo to be in that group, he knows. For Dre to be in that group, he knows. For Kesolo, for Abi àwọn Kiloko wèrè tó wà ní America, ọmọ tí wèrè tí ọ̀fà ti bá yẹn.
Even Bella Shmurda knows. Salon knows. Every one of them knows. Everybody in Lagos State knows that boy doesn't belong to Mohbad.
You cannot give Baba ọmọ, Baba tó ń pè Baba ọmọ ò lè gbọ́mọ fún Mama Sita orí Facebook fracas. Ó lè gbọ́mọ lọ fún àwọn oní Facebook fracas. Let me mute. Ẹ ṣe gbọ́mọ.
Ibi tó wọ́n bọ̀ sí nìyẹn. Àwọn tó ń gbọ́mọ fún yẹn, kí ló fún ní probably, kí ló fún ní assurance pé wọ́n lè fi orí ẹ̀ tú.
Àbí?
Ibi tó mọ̀ yẹn gọ̀ sí nìyẹn náà, ó gọ̀.
Àwọn fracas people tó yẹ pé anything lọ́ fi máa ń score point.
Mo kí gbogbo yín o.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tazan.
Greetings to you all. Mr. Billion, I greet you. Sister Bosubola, Mommy Mole, sexy. Aja Iwadi, salam alaikum to you, Aja. Sherry Oroyi Bito Daisy, what it has shown is that there are lawyers and there are lawyers. There are some lawyers who are practicing lawyers. Lawyers who have been to the four walls of the court. Lawyers who sleep and wake up with the Constitution and the laws of Nigeria and Lagos State. And there are lawyers, so also there are smart lawyers. There are lawyers who pay attention to a case, who look at it in total. There are lawyers who are exuberant, and there are lawyers who are very careful. Lawyers who pay attention to details. Lawyers who are not carried away by the whims and caprices of social media. Lawyers who are not, overtly excited. Lawyers who take their time. And I say this because of the pattern, what we have seen over time in this case. You remember when Ogugbe wrote that letter that he wrote to Dear Madam. You see that's where we still are right now, even from yesterday's court proceedings. Everything still revolves around all of the issues that Baba Mohbad raised in that letter. That I must be able to have my own pathologist, that I must be able to monitor, the process must be transparent, there must never be anything hidden. So it is surprising, or shall I say, not unexpected, that this same judge is now reversing herself to say that they want to go and conduct the test in a place that is not known to the public, a case that is of public interest, as said by the court. So you can see, I want to give kudos to lawyers who don't just jump, lawyers who don't just get excited, lawyers who pay attention to the details of the matter. And I take your mind back to when we were told that Baba should go and appeal. You see, if Baba had appealed that judgment at the time, that would have been the end of this matter. Baba would have see again. Let me say, in legal matters, you don't jump the guns. Oh, Kolima Be, when it comes to legal matters, you follow the case, the matter, technically. And you don't give yourself away to emotions to quickly run to an appeal court. Meanwhile, what the lower court asks you to do, you have not done it. No. So you can see the wisdom and where the experience of Baba's lawyer count in where we are today. Had Baba gone to appeal the matter, once the appeal court say, hey, no, your appeal is thrown out, that's the end of the case. That's the end of the matter. Baba can no longer say anything. It means that the judgment of the lower court will stand and will remain standing. But Baba's lawyer saw that opportunity to go back, have that tribe. Yes,
Mr. Tazan,
yes,
just 1 minute. That's exactly what is happening between the ADC camp. You know, in their camp, what happened to the party when the guy filed for the ownership of the party, but they now, instead of them to answer what the judgment of the federal high court, they now went straight to the appeal court. That's when the judge in the appeal court told them that have you answered to the court in the lower court before coming to us?
the court must see that you have done equity. The lower court at the time said, okay, you guys, I am going to choose a place where you will do it and I will not tell you. And Baba said no. And he said, go and sit down together with the other party, come up with an arrangement, and we move forward. That gave Baba the opportunity to present that letter. You can see it today now. We are back to that letter again, to that request. And I'm glad that Baba made it clear that, look, the only condition that he will go ahead with this is if, as you are doing your own, I'm doing my own. It's okay if Wunmi doesn't want to do. That's our own business. But court, you go ahead and do yours, and I will do my own. That's where we are right now. So you can see the brilliance in the move. You can see the tactics, the technicality that the lawyer has followed. So right now the ball is in their court, and I'm happy that the lawyer put the court on notice that if this is not what you are going to withdraw, I would rather withdraw the case. The case is my case, and he has the right to withdraw it, and the notice is on ground right now. So you can see, so when lawyers are speaking, pay attention. There are some lawyers, they have never practiced. There are some lawyers, they have never seen the four walls of a magistrate court, not to talk of appeal court, not to talk of... There are lawyers like that. And so, let's give Jackie...
and Chin lawyer.
Thank you. Because they are told one to go and appeal at the time, all of us would have gone home. Baba will have nothing to say again. The order would have been, we will go and do it secretly, and we will just present you the result. Finish. But where it is right now, Baba has put them in a place where it is either you do it openly, fairly, or I withdraw the case. It's as simple as that. The whole world can see that this government, this administration, and the judiciary and all the other arms, they have vested interest in what happened to Mohbad. And that's why they don't want the truth to come out. And I am glad that Ogungbe was able to tell the court that, look, this is not an ordinary DNA case. Ogungbe told the court, this is not an ordinary DNA case. Because if there is no smoke without fire. Why should a DNA test take almost 3 years? So that's where we are right now. So it's up to them. But there is something that the court did that surprises me, and I'm still like, why would the court do this? You gave 3 parties the same mandate. Go and look for a centers that can actually carry out this test. 2 went and provided you with fake centers. 1 got it right. How is it that the court will not make a mention of that situation, that issue? How is it that the court will turn a blind eye to something like that? Does that mean tomorrow people could deceive the court? Does that mean that tomorrow people could present fake centers to the court whenever court gives an order? So that's still intriguing to me. Then secondly, asking Baba Mohbad and Wunmi to still go and sit down and talk. For what? There's no need for any talk. Baba is ready. He has provided a competent, DNA center. He is ready. So why should Baba still go and sit down with them to discuss what actually? I don't know. To discuss whether they will agree that the court should carry out the test without anybody knowing where they will be doing it. No, we were already at that point before. A couple of months ago, that was where we were when Baba said, no, there's no secret DNA. I will not agree to any secret DNA. We were there before. So why is the court turning us and sending them back to that point again? So it is a good thing that Ogungbe made it clear to the court, you know, Baba's intention, the family's decision. He made it clear to the court. So we shall see what exactly the court will do. We are still waiting. Baba put them on notice, a very clear notice. It's not ambiguous. Now, if you are not going to allow me to have my own independent test, well, expect my withdrawal notice. Remember, the same thing the police did to Baba's pathologist, where they denied the pathologist every necessary instrument in order for him to carry out his job. You see, that's the same thing they want to do now. They want to blindside the man. So Baba, I credit you. Barrister Ogungbe, well done. You have done a good job. History will never forget you. History will never forget you. History will never forget you. So I leave you with this, my people. If you have any time that you have to deal with a lawyer, look at your lawyer with 2 eyes. Listen to your lawyers with more than 2 ears. If your lawyer is overexcited, he's just doing gra up and down, appeal, without paying attention to the technicality of the matter, without looking at the law, without carefully bringing out. Yes, sir.
I mean, let me tell you the facts, sir. And it is unfortunate. I just wish these people can go on with their charade. I wish they can continue to say they appeal. I wish they can continue, because we were on the call. The man said that you don't want to risk the matter of taking this matter to court, the higher court. You have 85 to 90% chances of losing the matter, and it is all back to square zero. There are still things that needs to be done. The technicality of the matter, the courts allow you to use technicality in this matter. It is still within your legal rights. Let us still do 1 or 2 things before we get to appeal. And you know what? He also stated that appeal is a different ball game, a different negotiation, a different application filing. He's not looking at the money. He's telling you the end result of all the money if you had paid him. If you had negotiated about, we were on the call with him. These folks today, all of us were on the call. He told us, let us hold on. Allow me to do my job, please. If you had gone to appeal court that day, Baba must appeal. Even Mr. Muwa said Baba must appeal. At the point, if Mr. Muwa was insisting Baba must appeal, in agitation to the complaint of some particular individuals. You understand? I don't want to talk much, but thank God that he has not appealed.
Mr. Bayo Billions, let me say something concerning this case of when they gave that judgment, I was like, no, Baba needs to appeal this. But when the lawyer now came out and was like, okay, he needs to go through some certain things and say, but you know me to appeal case here then. Reason is being that, let me tell you something, since last night, after the court case, after the court hearing, I was able to talk to some people, and they were able to agree with me with some certain things I've been saying to them, that Lagos state government has something they are covering with the shenanigans. You know me do appeal case for them to have presented a fake DNA lab center, and the court did not even see anything wrong in it. For the court that decided for the judge to have said, affidavit of fact was submit over a month ago, over 3 weeks, that all these things is opening people's eyes towards the fact that the DNA has something to do with the murder with the crime of Mohbad. Let me say this: if the courts continue in this manner, let me tell you, some people will rise up and face them in a way they will not expect it concerning this Mohbad case, because it is crystal clear that they don't want that boy to get justice. It is clear that they just want that boy, not because of the inheritance, but because they don't want that man to know that that baby is not from Mohbad, just for the man to be able to know the cause of Mohbad's death. That's why they are doing everything. Appeal so that Ashiri want to share to you. Everything everybody is doing in Lagos State, it is trying to do the whole world. That the Lagos State government and the judiciary and everyone in Lagos State in the corridor of power in Lagos State knows something concerning the death of Mohbad.
God bless you.
That is the crystal clear thing. You can't hide it.
In the fight for Baba must appeal, Ashiri Tutu. That was when they were talking about, they were sending message, Baba, we've signed a lab. When we were still talking, don't appeal, don't appeal. They send audio. Do you know the funniest part is the lawyer said, I want people you might reach out to me, but let's keep it quiet, let's keep it low. That was when they sent the audio. It was not a one-time, it is not one-time discussion. No. You bring, it is 200,000. They were giving lists of what they need to do. The one is saying, she was in Naira and abroad. And they also went as far as saying that do not expect the results to be 100% perfect. Who does that? You are preempting the report of a test that has not been done. But because some people are just destined to be destructive in some angles. They just want to create a narrative that suits them.
President, is it possible kí individual or baba kí wọ́n sue welfare Mrs. for disrupting the process, the legal process of this DNA? Individually can't sue her.
But it's still the same court is going to. It's still the same magistrate court is going to. Gbogbo court, gbogbo magistrate court wà ní Kòròdú ẹnu building ẹnìkan ló wà.
Dídán nìkan gbé sí Kòròdú ni. If anybody is me, if I want to, I can sue her to anywhere. You nonsense wo gan nìyẹn.
We should be able to.
Òṣì àti ranu. Wọ́n ní rọ́mọ sí wọn.
We should be able to.
Wọ́n lọ gbé fún bẹ́ẹ̀.
Mr. Billion, just as I wrap up, I just want to say this to everyone that is listening right now, that when a lower court gives a judgment and you say you disagree and you go to the higher court to appeal, if you lose that appeal, what it means is that the lower court was right. If you lose that appeal, it means that the judgment of the lower court stands. So just think about the wisdom with which this lawyer handled the matter at the time. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Director Zam. Gure.
Oh God, you. I just came out to at least enjoy myself and appreciate each and everyone that has been contributing to the subject matter. It's really a good time for me, and as I see this justice of Mohbad, I consider it a learning curve and an institution of learning where I learn the system and the core practices in the system. First and foremost, I need to appreciate certain persons. I appreciate the resolute Mr. Joseph Aloba, who has not looked sideways, who has not looked backward, but stay focused on what he wants. Despite all narrative, all suggestion, all fake suspicions. Wọ́n ti jọ agree, wọ́n ti jọ ṣe, kíní kan, bàbá ti gbowó, this, that. Despite all they have been saying, this man never took cognizance or took consideration of whatever comment or whatever opinion in order to weigh him down. He kept on going stronger and stronger by the day. I appreciate him because if he's not standing, somebody like me cannot be standing in justice for Mohbad. If he's not speaking out in the right direction, somebody like me has no moral right to say this is what I want and this is what should happen. But the man has never disappointed and he has never betrayed the trust in him. I appreciate him. Against his own children, against his friends, against his family, he's standing firm to say that even if I will have to come and make peace with everyone, I must get this justice. I want to step on any toes, even if it is Iyami. Ọjọ́ náà rè bí àná, and even I can still confirm that I still read it on his faces and I can read it from his action. When he stood before the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG, to say that even if it is my mother that has a hand in the pie of Ilerioluwa, who happened to be my friend, who happened to be my partner, who happened to be my son, and also happened to be my second half, that person must go down for it, even if it's my mother. He said it in my presence before the AIG. It was that day I renewed my trust, my commitment in the struggle that the man has been sweating for. I doff my cap for him anytime, any day. No matter in my house of Baba differences, or we might at least get consideration, but anytime, any day, he has my 100% respect and loyalty. I doff my cap for him. Also, I will not but acknowledge the professionalism, the commitment, and the sagacity of Barrister Ogungbe. I think the lawyer me really you. I can say it and I can beat my chest. I think the lawyer gave for me really. He has no alliance with anybody. He has nobody speaking for him. He has nobody fighting for him, but he's professional and staying focused on the cause he has been invited to. I give him utmost respect and I'll keep praying for him. God will continue to strengthen him. And if you don't know, the battle is fighting straight. The battle is fighting. I know he must be facing a lot of challenges because we are not fighting the flesh alone. We are fighting principalities. We are not fighting in the court alone. We are fighting demons. We are fighting spirits. We are fighting a lot of things in conjunction together. But this man, I know he must have they must have threatened him, they must have scared him, they must have come for him, they must have gave him several names. But he's very focused and resolute that this case, I have put my hand in it. I will not compromise. And this can be evident from his statement at the court yesterday. I will keep praying for him. God will continue to strengthen him. God will bless him. God will increase his wisdom. So also everyone who is still standing on the right path, I will say those who are still standing and standing on the right direction, those who are still standing and standing firm for the true justice, those who are still standing and standing to defend what they stood for 2 years ago, what they stood for 2.5 years ago, and they are still standing for it. Heavens, God, Spirit of Mohbad will reward everyone accordingly. Eshe continue. Ajewade, your submission is titillating and tantalizing. I want you exactly that submission to be given in a larger platform that is going to be recorded and be shared across board. That the states, the judiciary, the governor, even if the president can hear, let them hear and know the pains, the agony, the challenges, the expectation of Nigerian masses, home and abroad. We need to call out those that need to call out, irrespective of position, irrespective of authority. At times, any yẹ kó sáré lè má mèrè sá tó yẹ kó tá a bá fẹ́ gba nọ́ọ̀dì ìgbà yẹn ló máa tó sáré. If it's within their hearts for them to move, we shouldn't hesitate. We have to. We have to. Ẹ ṣé gan. Thanks everyone who has spoken and spoken well. On the issue of DNA, it's always a thing. I said it. It's a thing of joke. It's a thing of joke because the way they have turned it is like, even before the court, if you are very intelligent, vigilant, you will know the next card they want to play. And let me say this, ordinarily or originally, the court is supposed to be the last hope of a common man. The court should be a place where wrong is made right, where the wrong is made right. That is the court. But in the case of Mohbad, the court has always disappointed us. The court has really embarrassed the country that we claim to belong, which is Nigeria. There won't be time to be addressing or analyzing the case of Mohbad, but in the recent developments, let us look at the DNA. And there is not one thing we must know is that there is no way you can take away custom from exposure. No matter how exposed you are, culture will still take its shape. No matter how Nigeria, let's say Africans want to be exposed, they still have to name their child after 8 days in Yoruba land. No matter how red you are, you will still do ogoji ojo for a burial. You cannot take custom out of whatever practice you do. Yeah, Ellie? Right, yeah, right. Right there. Yeah. Sorry. So there's no way in Africa every child belongs to a lineage of family. I have my own family that I belong. If anyone can remember, there used to be a family tree that we normally plant in, I don't know, but in my own place, there's a family tree, one thick tree, they will write it as a family tree. We have the big leaf, you start writing on other leaves. That's a family tree. If there is any question, if there is any doubt over the paternity or the lineage of anyone, it is bound to be questioned. If Mr. Aloba, who is the father, and that is one thing nobody has come out to deny, the life and the death of Bobad belongs to Aloba, belongs to Mr. Joseph Oluwabami Aloba. If he's saying that whatever is attached to this my son, I want to, so that the spirit of this boy will not condemn and will not cry where he is. I need to do to him or do for him what is expected and what I can do for him while alive. If you are saying this is his property and I'm not convinced to accept that that is his property, I have every right to say that, okay, oya, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàwò ilẹ̀ Yorùbá la wà, wọ́n gbọ́ ọmọ lọ sétí omi, wọ́n ṣe oríṣiríṣi orò lé fọ́mọ just to compound the paternity. It has been from inception. It has been from inception. Joseph Aloba is not the first one, and he won't be the last. Just like Joseph Aloba is the most lenient and the most civil one that I've ever seen. On pẹ́ lórí paternity ọmọ tó yìí. On pẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. But Baba requested for it that I want to confirm the paternity of this boy. Jejely. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. Without stress, without any questioning. Even the court that is meant to be an umpire in this case. It's just for them to persuade or to order the other party that, wá, ẹ má fa wèrè lọ́yàn, ẹ má sọ kíní di kíní, ó yá, let him go and confirm. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣọmọ náà. DNA is not a death sentence. DNA is not poison. DNA is not an injury. DNA is just a confirmation for me to know if it are gbilẹ̀ dé àti if it are tagbòdé. But unfortunately, someone who has requested before the court that, okay, allow me to do it. If the court is saying Baba should not do it, it is not for the court to say they want to go and do it. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́. And if they want to do it, they should not deprive Baba from conducting his own. The court has really disappointed our hope, our expectation in the judiciary. This particular court, and let the whole world know that if the wrong is not, no, state, if the wrong is not made right, what has been wrong is not made right, I think, I don't know what Aloba family will want to do, but it's not going to die here and it's not going to die there. It's not going to die here and the matter is not going to die there. all those around the mother of this child. I look at you, Sherry. Let us beat our chest and say, Nkoti ọmọ yìí tó ń fi ojú bàbá mi lè pe lọ́kọ ẹ̀ bàbá ẹni tó lóun bímọ fún nǹkan tó ń fi ojú ẹ̀ rí kọ́ ló ń jẹ́ kí ojú yín kó rí lórí ọmọ. Just pray it. Pray it. Pray it. This is someone. It's just a small thing. Ẹ jẹ́ ká confirm paternity, and that will have. Gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ kó gba 1 month, and we are taking it to 2 years. Is that not out of control? But notwithstanding, agbalẹ́nu ẹ̀ kì í bolówó nú ló ń sọ. If they want to, if they have not started, àwa náà á ṣiṣẹ́ rehearsal ni. If they think they want to, and I know one thing, kò sí ẹsẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gbé tá a mọ̀ bí straight, kò sí ẹsẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gbé tá a mọ̀ bí tó ń gbé lọ. We might not be able to place it where it's supposed to be. Àwọn gangan ló máa gbẹ́sẹ̀ yẹn síbi tó yẹ kó wà. But as it stand, we will not accept anything less. We are not going to take anything less than 100%. It's either we do it 100% or we keep on pushing. We will push it until we frustrate them. They think they can frustrate us. They can never. 1 million of them, forces, cannot frustrate us. We will stand. We are going. The whole world will know how devilish, how wicked, and how evil you are. Both those supporting and those involved.
Baba Guresi, good evening. Can I just make my short submission? Then you can continue.
You can continue, man. To round it up, Ejoma, to round it up, I want to say in one voice that no retreat, no surrender. They can come with any format, they can come with any gimmick, they can come in any style. But pé à lọ lẹ̀ fún wọn kò possible. It's either they accept our terms or we continue pushing until they are forced to accept our terms. Either they accept it voluntarily or we force them to accept it. And on those who were saying that if you are feel, I think you can now see it is not to drag anybody or mock anybody. We can all see that appeal that has made you, that has turned you to be an enemy. You can see how it could have been stranded, because the lower decision will continue to stand if that appeal is turned down. So you can see, you cannot know a road more than Omonilu.
Please,
Mr. Gregzy, many of us were in that shoe of appealing that time, but that shouldn't even have brought anything like disagreement, fights that has been going on since. At least I was one of the people that time that, emphasized on appealing Mr. Gregzy. But since
yes, mommy, I know.
What Baba doesn't want, so I don't have a choice than to support Baba.
Mommy, it's not that Baba. It's not that Baba did not want. His lawyer advised, enlightened, and told him.
Exactly.
Baba too wanted, and we made people to Make them to understand that, okay,
ẹ wọlé
the
káwa náà
lawyer,
sọ díẹ̀.
the only person that can tell me,
Ẹ
the
má
only
bínú
person
Madam Jude, ní
that
sùúrù.
can make me to go that line
ní sùúrù bàbá
is
gbé
when a lawyer tells
bá mi
me,
sọ díẹ̀ ẹni
when the lawyer tells me that the only option or the best route is appeal. It is not a social media discussion. It is a professional decision that, hey, if we go that route, Atigba, pay decision here, decision that's God.
Just let's thank God for where we are today. Let's thank God.
short submission la fẹ́ ṣe bàbá Gúrẹ́sì when it comes ẹ má bínú sà díẹ̀ náà ni I'm sorry ẹ má bínú I'm sorry mi ò shut you up at a thank you ma my own is like mo má ti dé náà ni ẹ láyọ̀ kùtà I don't care mo dé sí Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn I want to come in that I want us to give God Almighty Father all the glory honour and adoration ibi tí a bá dé ibi tó ti ń bá wa bọ̀ lórí Jossy for Mohbad ibi tá a dé yìí àti ibi ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó mú wa lọ it can only be God who is the total control of this àwọn ènìyàn lè sọ fine it's good because this is a mission ó pè wá fún mission yìí ni if not we would have left it for the family Mohbad too has prophesied this pé àwọn family òun maybe some people don't understand it àwa náà ní family and we are there we have to complete this mission a gbọ́dọ̀ kú sójú ọ̀nà bí ọkọ̀ eléèfín like we Yoruba always pray a máa ṣiṣẹ́ yìí ní àṣeyẹ ni and me I want to thank God I will continue to thank God and for you people tí wọ́n fi ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run it's not only all this àpariwo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ with action we pray also and I just Mr. Gúrẹ́sì just spoke my mind when he make reference to Ephesians 6 kò ẹrù pé jà ara wa là ń jà ìjà lásán ẹnu ara àtẹ̀jẹ̀ kọ́ là ń bàjà is all this principality àwọn alágbára and èmi ò rí ibi tí wọ́n ti borí ogun Ọlọ́run rí so I think I came late on mommy I don't know where I got to yesterday when mommy Rich Grade was talking pé àwọn èèyàn ní àwọn wà happy àwọn wà relief wọ́n fẹ́ àwọn lọ́kàn balẹ̀ that is the spirit we should always have let's have the faith gbogbo pé on my own let me tell you something I always like to think positively àṣotítọ́ ṣọ́ọ́rí kò ní ṣe báyìí náà ṣe gbà ohun tí Olúwa yóò ṣe ọba mi kò fi yé ẹ̀dá kan it's not my understanding it's not your understanding it's not your wisdom and try náà ní tí ọ̀tọ́kùn wa bá mọ́ tí a kọrí síbi kan náà pé yes ìjà òtítọ́ àti òdodo là ń jà justice fún Mohbad it will surely come ó máa happen ẹ gbàgbé bí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n ń fa gbogbo ẹ̀ and thank God Mr. Gúrẹ́sì you mentioned something again that you my prayer continue for this barrister Ògúngbè mo ti rántí orúkọ wọn láàárọ̀ I pray èmi ò lọ́lọ́run mi ò dẹ̀ fi hàn ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé mi I trust in God and I have this conviction that a máa jà àjàyè ni no matter what ó ní olúwa lológun olúwa lorúkọ rẹ̀ we cannot ó ní ká máa tẹ̀síwájú onward Christian soldier it is not this how ní wọn wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ o wọn ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ o.
opulent grace okay great host ẹjẹ má bínú ma host.
bẹ́ẹ̀ host strategies báyà kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó lè má sí ibi tó wà ó dà pọ́n ti gbé wọn sókè lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n á gbọ́ let me just continue this is let's remain focused like we always say it's now I understand rí bọ́ ṣe tá pé wọ́n ti ṣe báyìí ni let me tell you something ó ní tolúwa nílẹ̀ àti ẹ̀kún rẹ̀ àti ayé tó tẹ̀dó sínú rẹ̀ gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ikó tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ó mọ̀ bó kò lè gbógun ẹ̀ fún ẹni òkùnkùn kò lè gbógun ẹ̀ fún àwọn alágbára ibi bàbá náà tó ń wá Jossy fọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run máa gbé ló máa fún un níṣẹ́gun ló máa fi ògo yẹn fún pé yes àti gbogbo wa náà tí à ń fẹ́ òní òtítọ́ àti òdodo àdẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣiyèméjì we should just connect our faith with God in this Jossy for Mohbad there are some people who say yeah àwọn kan ti kúrò because of all this èmi ò kúrò a week that you didn't see me Passion Week mi mo observe and I been praying even not only for Jossy for Mohbad màá rántí Nigeria and that prayer you people say something ẹ má bínú excuse my what is it sorry good evening all the panelists the hosts ẹ má bínú bí ṣe wọlé but mo láti fògo fọ́lọ́run Good evening, all, and the hosts, the commenters. God bless you. Emma Benu see me. You see, it can only be God. Could they be boy it is father on fáwọn kan, èmi náà including me. Ó ní mọ́lẹ̀, and he smiled. Ó ti fi because ní iyọ̀, and he no salt. Ó máa had the sweetness in it. Kò sí ibi tí iyọ̀ máa had the sweetness in it. Ayọ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ yìí máa já sí. Let's leave people. Tó sọ pé àárín kíní kan bóyá àwọn kan ló wà díẹ̀ ọ̀nà gbogbo akọ́là máa bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo akọ́là máa get in touch with bàbá. But my own is that mo lè wà ní by 100. I can be praying for you. Tí ọkàn mi connect. It's still the same. It's still the same. So let us remain. Gbogbo àwáwí àṣekínní kan náà ṣé wọ́n sọ? No. Kò sẹ́ni tó ní ọgbọ́n. It's not our understanding o. It's not pé mo mọ̀ sọ, mo mọ̀rọ̀ sọ, mo lè sọ grammar, mo lè fọ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, mo lè sọ slang, American slang. But let's continue with this fight, this just fight fún Mohbad. And we support the Baba. We should not be saying that we want Baba. Ìgbà kan náà èmi náà máa ń blame Mr. Amiwa. Reason because mo feel pé kóun náà máa jáde pé no brother mi kọ́ o bye ni. But maybe that's his nature. But I'm not talking pé wọ́n ṣe owó bákan wọ́n ṣe. Ọlọ́run ló ń pín ìbùkún náà, òun ló ní owó. Tó bá fẹ́ fún á fún ẹ, tó bá ní fún ẹ kò ní fún ẹ, kò sí tó lè ṣe. Because ó bless wa la ṣeré ọwọ́ yọ náà. Why it's our human being? Human reason pay is because of our power, is because of our understanding. No, give it to God. But I will continue to pray for Mohbad marry justice. Báráyé fẹ́ báráyé kọ̀. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ̀. Kò sí gbogbo ète tẹ́ ṣe. Ọlọ́run dojú tì yín náà ni. And I'm glad when I joined this show, I was very àṣírí tú. And I feel Mr. Tarzan ẹ má bí mi fẹ́ dárúkọ yín ṣe ti gbọ́ mo kàn lo ẹ bá Mr. Tarzan tó sọ̀rọ̀ mi báyìí. You see ẹyẹ yìí ajọ tí lọ́wọ́ ìfẹ́ wà láwọn opulence o mi
ẹ̀rù báyìí ṣe pé opulence wà lórí
ẹ̀rù bàtà ni ibi èmi wọ́n fún mi kí n don't give me any gift, don't give me any love kiss, I don't want it. Ẹ ti bá wọn lọ. Ẹjọ́ ti rọ lọ́tí ní àwọn kan ti sọ pé ó ti lọ ìyá àbèjì you are there àmì ọlá sọ and some of them bó dẹ̀ ti gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ló dé don't give me any gift.
ẹ lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ̀rí population jáde tán ni ẹ̀rí pé wọ́n wò yín lọ́tún wọ́n wò yín.
kí ló kàn mí àwọn lẹ́yìn.
ẹjọ́ kí ni mo ṣe báyìí kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀
ṣé ẹgbẹ́ tí mo dárúkọ anybody.
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ Mr. Bayo kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀.
Mi dárúkọ ọgbà iná máa ní jí bèbí.
ṣájà mi ni mò ń bá fà á bí. ẹ jẹ́ kí mọ́mí jí bèbí kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀.
no tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí wínà ló máa ń tan kámẹ́rà.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ́mọ̀ ilé ìdè pé
ẹjọ́ fi ni wọ́n lẹ̀ kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ wọn máa waste time wọn.
ọṣẹ́ òjàre.
lọ́jọ́ bribe àríwó ló tan kámẹ́rà.
You see, ẹ jẹ́ afọkàn wa balẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó ṣe ènìyàn o. We on the right now, all what you said gbogbo submission yín is on point. Èmi ò réyàn kan pé eléyìí àwọn ọlọ́ọ̀jọ́ ṣe even tí Ọlọ́run ṣe rí mistake tá a máa ń ṣe okay fine I was part of these people everybody gbà yẹn náà ni ẹ jẹ́ ká gba báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká sign báyìí ẹ mọ bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí ẹ bá mọ supremacy of God bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ ní máa bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ká gbọ̀nà yẹn for a reason ẹ fi fún Ọlọ́run ẹ̀yin ọmọ aládé ẹ fi fún òun ló ní but ọ̀nà ìlà ẹ wo ìrìn àwọn ọmọ Israẹli ó ní ọ̀nà tó yẹ kó gbà straight but wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé wúwà ń bẹ̀ Moses tó kíní àfẹnitó bá gba ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run gbọ́ ọwọ́ bó ṣe lead wọn lọ sínú Dáwídà ní ibi rẹ́sì tọ́ni tó fẹ́ pa wá ni but God ó fi agbára ẹ̀ ó display supremacy ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ kẹfì mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run wà lórí ìtẹ́ ó ṣiṣẹ́ lórí justice for Mohbad ẹ má fòyà ọmọ yẹn náà kọ́ ló ń dún àwọn tó pé mi ò parọ́ ọ ní ègbé ni fẹ́ni tó bá ń parọ́ àmì ìtọ́lúwa sọ pé tí ò sọ ègbé dẹ̀dẹ̀ ni tó sọ tí ò sọ this is my principle èmi mo sọ fúnra mi méjì mo ti fi ọmọ yẹn lálàrùn mi nọ́mbà bọ̀ wá bà tó bá tètè torí wọ́n ti no I'm not here for her but I'm just saying my own I'm telling you I'm saying the truth à ń gbàdúrà ìyá mi gbà mí kí ló ń ta mí jí lóru mo ti sọ àìmọye gbà níbì kan pé mo ò mọ omi dẹ̀ jábọ́ omi gbígbóná lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad nígbà yẹn àtẹ̀tí dé bíbà. Even I said this already ọkàn dà ìsìnbẹ̀ máa yẹn tẹ̀ máa ń pè tóun àti chairman òfò àwọn eléte gbogbo yín nọ́mbà ìbínú ọlọ́run àti ìdájọ́bọ̀ àbáyé gbogbo ètekéte gbogbo yín ọlọ́run ti list orúkọ yín àwọn gan-an wọn á dá sẹ̀rí àgbégbóná fún yín lórí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe lórí jfrom tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń da bàbá oníbàbà láàmú tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fi ọmọ ẹ̀ dà láàmú ẹ̀rí ẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni àfi the other man tí wọ́n náà gbé kinní síta mi ìrántí orúkọ ẹ̀ sá kinní kan ló jẹ́ kúmà àbí kí ló jẹ́ ẹ máa ṣera yín léṣe lórí kinní mo sọ pé ìwọ ni mo ṣera mi léṣe. I'm gonna tell you, I connect my life, my spirit with God. Báráyé fẹ́, báráyé kọ̀. Jésù ló máa fara wọn tó bá láṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni. Ẹ lè gba orúkọ Ọlọ́run lẹ́nu mi. Mi ò rí ibi tẹ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ pé billions wá. Ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. I'll still continue to talk. I don't condemn any religion. I don't condemn any other person.
Lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyọ̀ billions. Kọ́ lọ kó billions wá.
Tó bá tún ṣe trillions dem máa sọ ní yàrá trillion. You see bá àwọn kan wà ti mọ̀ wọ́n pé ìwà òkùnkùn ló ń gbénu wọn ti mọ̀ wọ́n má porúkọ Ọlọ́run mi ní porúkọ Ọlọ́run kí ni kí n pè àbẹ́fẹ́ ṣègbè mo mọ̀ rìn àjì tí mo rìn láyé yìí and I keep saying àwọn family mọ̀ pé mo wà ń bíbà bóyá wọ́n máa stop mi làbọ̀ máa ní pé because mi ò ń ṣe ẹni tó máa ń pé máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé kinní kan. But when it comes to this mission, tọ́lọ́run gbé sílẹ̀, I will never accept defeat. Àwa la máa borí. Ìmọ́lẹ̀. And I don't know why this guy ó ti predict orúkọ ẹ̀. Ìmọ́lẹ̀. Mo ń ka kíni Patmos of John. Bó ṣe ẹ́sà ẹ̀ lọ sí orí òkè yẹn. You can see the wonders of God. Very deep. A lot of people will just be saying torí pé ẹ̀yìn mi ẹ̀ ń jóore ọ̀fẹ́. But you are doing a lot of nonsense. Ẹ máa challenge yàn kódà ẹ ní bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ti dé tán. I'm telling you lórí Jossy for Mohbad ó ti dé àwọn ò ní back up ọmọ ní àwọn bó ṣe 10 years kó ṣe 10 years kankan ó ti dé DNA yìí ẹ̀rí ọ̀nà àrà ọ̀lọ́ ìyanu tí Ọlọ́run máa fi gbà. What is it, government or Lagos whatever àwọn alágbára tẹ́yìn pé lágbára ọ̀hún lágbára lọ́dún èmi o Ọlọ́run lálágbára ọba tó ń gba ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọba alágbára nínú alágbára oríkì Ọlọ́run ó pọ̀ tàbá ní ká máa kí òun ló ní gbogbo àgbó oníṣẹ́ àti ṣe rere ṣe fẹ́ òun ẹ má mi kàn and I come here you know something inú mi máa dùn pé gbà mí wá tún ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ bílíkì my bílíkì olófòfò wà bíbá àwọn ti Ratten àwọn ti Mohbad nìyẹn so let's continue ntí ó bá wọn oníkálukú ló lè sọ ó dàbí orin kí lorúkọ ọ̀rọ̀ mi.
ẹjọ ọmọ mi jíde fún mi.
ẹjọ tí lọ́dọ̀ ẹ má pe orúkọ mi
no sórí àní kí Mr. Guresi dákẹ́ ẹ̀yin náà bọ́ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe prison ẹ wá ṣe prison.
ẹbí wàá ní ṣe prison ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́bi fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn kẹ́tọ́ dé Mr. Guresi ẹ má tẹ̀ sí mi o.
ẹ fún mi 2 or 3 minutes kí n lè fi yín lẹ̀ kẹ́lẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ for 10 minutes.
irọ́ mo máa round up ẹ ṣàfẹ́ ta sí mi kí ló dé.
mi ò ta sí yín o ẹ jọ ń tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run.
ẹdẹ nìyẹn ẹdẹ máa tó stop sí orí ẹ ń sọ ọmọ pa round up pẹ̀lú orí pé I don't care what they think about me I don't think what they do orí ló yẹ kí bàbá ẹ má mi kàn ọ̀rọ̀ yín ti dayọ̀ ní àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ti bàbá ti ọmọ tẹ̀mí mímọ́ ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀ àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn tẹ́rìn ẹ má mi kàn Ọlọ́run ti gba ògo lórí Jossy for Mohbad. God bless every one of us. Ẹ ṣé gan, it is well with us in Jesus mighty name, amen. ẹ má bá mi fi bàbá ṣàdúrà ẹ fi àwa tá à ń jà fún títọ́ ṣàdúrà and this lawyer ṣé Ọládayọ̀ ló ń jẹ́ Ògúngbè ẹ fi wọn sínú àdúrà kó ṣe gbogbo gbà alákọ̀ọ́ máa pé kínní you have to connect that your mind your spirit to this J4M and the DNA àwọn ẹni bí àwọn ẹni òkùnkùn ló máa ṣègbè ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù Kristo Olúwa. Thank you all. God bless you. mi mọ kó tún fún mi 1 extra hour àtọ mi ṣe àwọn ẹ ti continue ní ayọ̀ kú.
Hello, Auntie Layo Cute. Tẹ́ máa ń kàn bu time fáwọn èèyàn. Kẹ́ tó fún wọn 1 hour o. Ẹ fẹ́ mi ní 5 minutes o. Good afternoon, gbogbo justice for Mohbad. You see, I just want to say 1 or 2 things because I'm battling my charger. I came to the basement of my crib. Let me speak that English. And my charger has been misbehaving since I come here. Thank you, everybody that gifted me. Thank you so much. But today, it's not about gift anyway because I was seriously pained yesterday. I was pained that it takes away my strength. It takes away my belief in Nigeria. It takes away everything good about Nigeria that I was thinking we can rewrite. When I heard that they said government will be involved again, that they will do it, I just say charger gbọ́ Olúwa ó ti ń gbọ́ díẹ̀ náà èmi ò sí ẹ̀ mọ̀ ó ti dé 18 báyìí àtìgbà tó ti wà 26 mo ti bá ń bá tu ọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa ló kọ̀ tí ò gbọ́ yẹn anyway. Tí n bá fi charger yẹn sí ó máa hypo charge small time ó kàn tún máa kúrò ó dà pé kí n kàn gbé dání mi ìdẹ̀ ráyè gbogbo wọ̀nyí because I have so much to do. Anyway, I feel like at this point kí ni bàbá lè ṣe? I'm tired. I'm not that tired about justice for Mohbad. I'm tired about the system we are dealing with. That everything that goes to do with Baba Mohbad is not being listened to, but everything that got to do with Wunmi, they listen and act quickly. I forgot something when we started justice for Mohbad at the tail end of inquest. I forgot that there are a lot of evidences that come up at the almost end of coroner inquest. I forgot that part going to this yesterday judgment or what come out. I forgot. Totally, I forgot it. It just skipped my mind because I didn't skip my mind. I won't be this pained because I so much believe that all the findings that people that went to inquiry from the other places where the test was supposed to be conducted, or the findings will change the trajectory of this government trying to play earlier than thou. But you know what? They did not even go and search their conscience. Searching their conscience means to me that okay, what's the name? This officer, I forgot what they call her, that woman, that welfare officer. Nobody was talking about that welfare officer. That why did you choose this labs? Initially, they said the woman did not understand what we are trying to do. Oh my God, my charger is dying and coming up. Oh, it's dying. So we left that part. The first time the woman said, Baba should send someone so that they can take sample and go ahead. And they say, no, that's not what is in that place. The barrister went to court, quickly readdressed that. And all of us was like, oh, the woman did not know what we want to do. And we used that one like, okay, we give the woman second chance. And the woman was the one that picked all those laboratory for everybody. And when they find out that those labs were not doing the correct or what we want to do, one thing was so funny that with all the expose, that judge did not pronounce or do the right thing. Look into it, sanction the woman to deter other welfare officers from that type of act. But they went ahead like nothing happens. do we search our mind and say, how many people have gone to that court and this woman have changed paternity? Change paternity. Do you know how many people have gone to court to go and redress paternity issue that this woman have been their welfare officer and they have done and they have given them a baby that is not theirs? We all need to look at, okay, if you are being in Lagos State fighting paternity and they tell you the child you suspect is not yours, is yours. And this woman was once your welfare officer on your case, kindly go back and redo it, because that woman, if I know her name, I'm not afraid. I bring out my face and I will call her name. If I see her picture, I will put her in my life and talk about her. That's how bad that lady, that woman, that elderly woman. Baba Bumba said something in one meeting. She said that woman is so old, she cannot even. I said, Baba, don't trust her. That we say she doesn't understand what we are doing. Me, I did not believe. But I just want to play along. Okay, let us do. And look at where we are. She was the one sitting on that case. The first person that was given to us that said no, and they changed that welfare officer. Maybe she was not going to play according to the script written for her. I think that's what happened. Let us just search and see how many people have gone to fight paternity and this woman has been their welfare officer. Anybody that have a picture, give it to me. I will paste it and talk about it. Because she needs to search her mind, not that we are insulting her. If Mohbad had to be her daughter, if Mohbad had to be her son, and something like this happen, will she accept what they are trying to force into Mohbad's throat? And yesterday, I understand that they said, those people in magistrate court, they are not judge. It's just that they are being civil servant. They are being a civil servant for a long, and they push them to sit there. So there's rot. When they say rot, there's rot in the system, and there's rot. I said something today. I said when there's a corruption in an office, it is not the first person sitting in the front table asking you for that money that is corrupt. It is the person that is up there. That person they call Oga, that will never correct them, that will never sanction them for doing wrong thing. That's the person they are working for, collecting money and go and give him or her his or her share. If that thing happen, what happened yesterday? The findings that people go and ask that, okay, cancer research center is just for paternity test, and let us look into it. And the people in that court are not even asking báwo la ṣe débi tá dé yẹn. And all of them, let me tell you, all of them sweep it under carpet, and they went ahead. They went ahead, want to judge. They want to quickly say they will be the one. And let me tell you, ìyá ọmọ aláìní tìjú. Ìyá ọmọ aláìní tìjú náà sọ pé, yes, I will go with it. I will go with the court. I will go with the court. That lady was not even thinking. I am saying it. What that baby's life is going to be in the next. The boy is going to 3 years or over 3 years. In the next 15 years. In the next 15 years, that boy would have clocked 18. Let us assume that Mohbad is not even the father. Can the boy now choose a father? If we say, okay, Kosheo, me Baba now say, okay, you cannot come with aloba. With this case, I am telling you, will that boy be able to say, this is my father's house? Let's assume that, okay, Baba said, no, since this is not done, this boy is going to be confused, miserable. If all of us suggest and be thinking that, oh, this person is the father, that person is the father, and when this boy grew up and say, okay, my name is Aloba, but people in my vicinity are telling me, Omo Alenie, your mother did not do what they asked you to do, what they asked her to do. These people reject you, but openly can this boy say, this is my father? Can this boy wake up one day and say, let's assume that as people are suspecting and say, okay, Elegushi is the father. Can this boy open-handedly, let's assume me, that man is the father. Can this boy say, okay, I'm going to my father's house? Because something came bad, and we are asking, if tomorrow come, that boy turn 18, and want to say, okay, I'm going to my father's house, and he choose to go to where I just mentioned, Elégùṣí's house, and go there. I'm asking, ṣé àwa ní mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gan ni ikú Mohbad sí pàpà wá ni? And if tomorrow come and the boy now said, okay, I want to go to Aloba. And they say, no, we cannot accept you. Because when you are younger, your father's corpse was kept for almost 2.5 years. So that they can do your DNA to be sure that this guy really fathered you. Your mother was hiding you. You don't belong here. You don't belong there. You don't belong to Aloba. You don't belong to where people are suspecting. Is that boy not going to be miserable? Confused? We are Yoruba, and I know Igbo self have their own culture. Tomorrow is bigger than today. Yoruba will always say, Ọ̀la lóyún, àmọ́mọ́ tó máa bí. I'm just saying this because I was saying yesterday that our system is so porous, they are so corrupt in Lagos State that nobody is looking into how do we get to go and choose cancer research center and be asking those people that went to investigate that who gave them the authority, who asked them, who gave them the power to go and check. So they have been doing it to people in Lagos State that they don't check. So if you have case in Lagos State of paternity, when they tell you they have chosen a place, once you got your CTC, call that place and check. Call that place and check if they are conducting even DNA. If they want to go and take your sample to do this DNA, please ask them to give you your own. The both of you will go and do it. People can come and abuse. People can come and this me talking. You can take my photo and begin to circulate, begin to insult. But one thing is that boy. Think of him. Some people say, ọmọ yẹn ò ní gbé Nàìjíríà, ọmọ tó máa mú lọ Canada. Ayé ni Canada wà. Ọmọ tó máa gbé lọ ìlú òyìnbó. Ayé ni ìlú òyìnbó America wà. Will you change that boy's brain? Àbí ó ní nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe fún tẹ́ máa sọ pé kò ní rántí, kò ní wo internet. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rù. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tá fẹ́ jẹ lẹ́ni o. Let us think of what we are going to be tomorrow and what that boy is going to be tomorrow. Tó bá dìde lọ́la ńsìn. Tọ́ni mo rántí ẹnìkan tó lóun fẹ́ jẹ gọ́vnà ńgbà kan ní Lagos State. Wọ́n lé Ògùn ló ti wá. Ó padà lọ Ògùn State lọ́kàn tán. Wọ́n pa ìtàn yẹn fún. Ọmọ Igbo tó ní ohun tó jáde under Labour Party. Tọ́ni bàbá is from Lagos State. The Brazil side of Lagos State. And the mother is from Anambra. They told him his story. That is who we are. Today people are supporting Liamo. Tomorrow is bigger than today. Tomorrow is bigger than today. Mummy, go and think very well. I understand they were asking you in court. If actually this man is your father-in-law, you won't disrespect him like this. They told you in that court. That's the second court they are correcting you as a Yoruba, as human being. The first court they told you.
Oh, so clap for mommy now.
The first court they told you in that court, if you remember, that if you say they pay your bride price, Baba is the head of the family. The second court, they told you, if actually this man, maybe Ogoyinbo Dada, that if actually, if ó sọ fún ẹ pé tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ bàbá yìí ló bí ẹni tó ló bímọ fún, ò lè rí fín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So whatever we are doing, I love to speak and speak my mind, but my battery is going and I needed to go and charge. But with the little I just say, anyway, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run ò lè mú, like my mother used to say, Ọlọ́run ò kí ń dá.
Think of what to do next. That's why they give another date.
Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run ò lè mú, let me tell you, Ọlọ́run ò kí ń dá. Before today, we know what they are planning to do. We know their steps. We don't have power to curb their power. We don't have power to stop them. But we know what they are doing. Wunmi already have a result with her. Once they give the court power to go and do it, that result is the reason why that group, that WhatsApp meeting scatter. When they were asking Wunmi, they are asking Iyabo Ojo, give us this, let us see it. But they refused. Everybody left. Have you ever wondered why the result is not posted on social media? Do you know why? Because that is what they want to superimpose on any letter-headed paper and give Baba Mohbad. Do you see what happened on Blessing CEO? The result Blessing CEO sent to Mario. She's now saying she's not the one. They now ask on her rise that the same result. So Wunmi is making sure that that is not going to happen. If not, if I have a child and there is controversy about it, and I went to do that test, for reference, for future reference, I'll post it. Even though Baba say no, let people see it. Let people see it so that we know where we are going and what we are going to do and who you really are. That you will use Mama Mohbad when Mohbad body is available to go and do tests secretly, and you are not bold enough to post it. And the same time to everybody listening, you cannot post it, you cannot share it to even those that you say you trust. You are keeping it. You can buy the whole Lagos, but you cannot buy the whole world. That's what I will say to you. You can buy the welfare officer. You can buy the level 12 and level 13, that 100,000 be like 1 million to them. Like 5 million be a whole life to them. You can buy them. But I'm telling you, you cannot buy the whole world. Baba Mohbad is not going to give you that 100% hand. Lagos state government will not do DNA for Mohbad. They don't batted Mohbad. Wọ́n ṣe Baba Mohbad, wọ́n kì í ṣe ìyá Mohbad. Wọ́n ṣe family Mohbad. Wunmi said, Baba go and get court order. Baba went that if you bring court order, I remember when someone was interviewing her that, okay, if they bring this court order, will you contest it? Freeze. He said, no, if they bring it, I'll just follow. They have given order 3 times. Wunmi will be in the court fighting tooth and nail and come out and say, I'm ready. Oh. God is watching. God is watching. I just pity that young boy that you have put his face and his name. You are hiding his face now because ojú ti change. Let me tell you that one. Ó di gbogbo irun, ó kó gbogbo ṣéènì, ẹ fọwọ́ sí kó máa fọwọ́ kábẹ́ látọmọdún méjì. If you no be am, you no be am. Only you don't have document that has the name of the man you claim married you. Wàá rojọ́ kú. Ó máa rojọ́ kú. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn tó ń tì ẹ́ ṣì máa fún wọn. Ìyábọ̀ Òjó, all of you just be giving money. A day will come. Wọ́n ní àsìkò bá tó àti ṣú pé ìdí máa là. And that is that. I'm rounding off. I want to go and charge my phone. It's on 9.09. And I'll see you guys later.
Mommy, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ló tó máa fi kú ẹ ló kú ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ tí fò máa fi kú náà.
No, mi fẹ́ kí fóònù mi kú. Tó bá wá pè mí kọ́. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Spicy, ó ga o, extinguisher.
You see this video on I post? What's his name? This guy, Whiskey did. I saw it today with one American guy. He was really emotional about what is happening in Nigeria. He talked about electricity and he was like, oh, he cannot even vouch for the person that is in position now as the head of Nigeria, that people should come out and vote for him. He said he's not happy. They have kept quiet for too long. Longest time. That's the way he put it. And the American guy said, yeah, this is not right. I wish he said something about mobile things. These people should be coming out. They should talk more. I don't know. I saw it today. I was like, wow. I think he did it today. It was almost in tears. So I don't know. So this is it. We are not going to back off, whether they like it or not. Tolu Alomashe, bad daddy Justice. Thank you.
Mommy coach, ẹ kúrò lẹ́wọ̀n. Mo ní kí wá kí sọ́n ti lọ ni. Mommy jíbe.
Wọ́n ní fóònù wọn ti fẹ́ kú.
Ẹ kúrò lẹ́sà.
Kí ló bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe mo sọ fún yín pé mo ṣe pàtí mi. Tẹ̀síwájú. Mo ṣe pàtí mi.
Mo ní kí wá jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ni.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ jẹ?
Mo fẹ́ ní kí wá jẹ́ inú pátí tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ ni. Mommy coach títí wá tiwa. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ mà. Ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta. Àwọn ọmọ mi ń kọ́ ń bẹ̀ ṣàlàáfíà gbogbo lé wa mà. Mommy jí babe. Ẹ kúrò lẹ́ o. Ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
Madam Yewade, mo ti kẹ́yìn lẹ́ẹ̀kan. A ti sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. Yes. Mo ti wà bí tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo kò bí mo lọ sọ́dọ̀ Daddy York ni.
Wọ́n wà gbà tẹ́lẹ̀.
I will just off the phone. I will call back later. I'm on the phone. All right. Just cut it off. Ṣé rí ẹni burú mọ̀ ohun ẹni máa sọ fún òun ni. Ilé ayé tá a wà yìí. Ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́fà ni bó bá ṣe dáadáa ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́fà bó ṣe burúkú ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́fà wàá béèrè ẹ lọ́rùn ni. Gbogbo wọn mọ òtítọ́ wọn kàn ń sá sí abẹ́ ìka kan ní kéde ìṣẹ́jọ́ wọn. Ìjọba wa ni now. Nígbà tí mi ò rí ibi tí ilé ẹjọ́ máa ti give judgement ẹ lọ ṣe nǹkan báyìí wọ́n dẹ̀ find fault ní nǹkan tán ní kán lọ ṣe yẹn wọ́n wá padà sílé ẹjọ́ from that point ó yẹ kí ilé ẹjọ́ ẹ ti mọ̀ pé òun fúnra wọn ò lè reverse judgement yẹn mọ́ ó yẹ kó mọ̀ pé òun ò lè reverse ẹ̀ pé the only person tó kù lórí kinní yẹn ni bàbá Mohbad pé kó lọ ṣe kó mú wá ẹni tó bá wá gba nǹkan tó bá mú wá yẹn ló máa lọ appeal result tí bàbá Mohbad bá mú wá. That is how judgment roll. Kì í ṣe wípé you give a judgment and there is a counter on that judgment and you come back and say okay ẹ tún lọ máa rówó kẹ́ tún padà wá so date No, I need integrity in Nigeria, and there is no law in that Nigeria. Ṣé ó lè jẹ́ olówó kan ni wọ́n bá try gbogbo shit tó ń ṣe yẹn, àbí elite kan Nigeria yẹn, àbí senator kan ni, àbí House of Rep member kan ló ń bá try gbogbo tó ń ṣe yẹn? Would they be able to do that? It's not. They can't do it. You give a judgment. O tún fẹ́ reverse judgment ẹ, aya oko ẹ, ẹ̀rù ọba ẹ pé lọ́ọ̀yà gan lè challenge ẹ. On that, the judgment, the ruling you have already gave. O bẹ̀rù wípé lọ́ọ̀yà yìí má lè challenge òun.
Imagine meeting a tradesperson.
Mo ti sọ láti ilẹ̀ mo ní àwọn mi ò ní ṣe DNA yìí, ó kàn pù lẹ́ẹ̀gì bàbá yẹn kò ní ṣe because ó mọ̀ òtítọ́ àwọn government wá dẹ̀ support ẹ̀ ni kò ní ṣe ẹ̀ rí i pé kò ní ṣe ó mọ̀ pé tó ń bá ṣe àwọn máa yá ó mọ̀ pé tó ń bá ṣe criminal case can come up from there. Kò ní ṣe. A lot of things ló dìrọ̀ mọ́ DNA yẹn. But lawyer ẹ̀ kí yẹn lè máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ìyẹn máa tàn jẹ. Àwọn ṣájà ń bẹ lọ́yà. Àwọn lọ́yà tó ní ọ́fíìsì. Ọmọ wọ́n máa parọ́ fún olè tó ń ríbọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó pààyàn bá máa sọ pé rọ́ o commit offence má dá wọn lóhùn I will get you fair I will bail you. Kán lè rí owó sanwó ọ́fíìsì tiwọn, kán lè rí owó sanwó àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn ni. Wọn náà máa sin olè yẹn dé ọgbà prison wọn wá padà lẹ́yìn don't worry we will go and appeal máa lọ ná ìwọ ṣe lọ máa ṣeré ẹnu prison we will go and appeal. Wọ́n á tún gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ appeal tọ́mọ̀ pé kò lè jẹ́ ní o gbogbo ẹ̀ la rí now. This is a simple case. Do a DNA tí Oríyọmí ń ṣe tí ò ní wàhálà nínú àwa sọ màrìwò dòrò. In that the same Nigeria, they don't have integrity, they don't have respect for law, they don't bite anything. They just want to do whatever they want to do. Tọ́wọ́dẹ̀ rẹ ni tó bá attack wọn ẹni yẹn náà máa sọ lórúkọ.
Let's take a look at our women. Barcelona against Atleti. How close is this one going to be, House?
Èmi like bàbá yẹn tó stand foot ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti jẹ́ kí mi ṣe tèmi o à pull out bàbá ò tí ì ní pull out. Nísìnyí wọ́n máa make sure wípé before they pull out they must write an affidavit to the court that if Wunmi insists that he's not going to do that DNA within so time, only for 6 months. Pending after that 6 months, Tabati bury Mohbad, or after 1 year, Taba bury Mohbad, because after bury Mohbad, wọ́n lè zoom ẹ̀ mọ́. Pé wọ́n fẹ́ wá ṣe DNA, Wunmi should not come up with any DNA again. Wọ́n á file affidavit ẹ̀ sí court. Tó bá wù magistrate ẹ̀ kó sign ẹ̀, tó bá sign ẹ̀ kó wà ní court yẹn. That's a kàn dẹ̀ make sure pé registrar yẹn ó sign receive ẹ̀ kàn ní copy lọ́wọ́. Because wọ́n lè tease bàbá yẹn pé tí bàbá yẹn bá pull out Wunmi lè ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá jáde pé òun fẹ́ ṣe DNA. They should not fall into that victim. So wọ́n ní bá ṣe gbọ́n lé ọkọ agbọ́n lálẹ́ àwọn náà gbọ́dọ̀ tètè play smart. After yẹn kọ́ dẹ̀ lọ file power of Anthony up Mohbad property tí ọmọ yẹn ò bá ti ṣe DNA kò sí kankan tó máa bọ́ sí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ àtọmọ ẹ̀ nínú property Mohbad. Nǹkan tó bá wọn ẹlẹ́nu ni kò sọ bàbá ẹ̀ ló bí ọmọ ẹ̀. Lagos state government kan ló bá bí Mohbad. Wọ́n bá ní bàbá jà fún property ọmọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó jà fún. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ jà fún property ọmọ yín. Problem tí nìyẹn. Ó fẹ́ gbógun ọmọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ kó gbógun ọmọ ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ gbógun ọmọ tí yín. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ pa tí yín náà ọkẹ́ náà gbógun ẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn yẹn àwọn fi dẹ́rù bọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ni ìyẹn ò ní mí nì. Ẹ̀yẹ́ káwọn náà lọ pa tí wọn kọ́ gbógun ọmọ wọn. Bàbá yẹn ò fẹ́ fight fún criminal case gọ́gọ́ torógún ló jà fún. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ pa tí yín kẹjà fógún ọmọ yín. So ẹ má jẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn incineration yẹn ẹ má jẹ́ kó move anybody because propaganda ni bàbá yẹn fẹ́ gbogbo ọmọ ẹ̀ bàbá yẹn fẹ́ jókòó rẹ̀ propaganda ni ọmọ òótọ́ o bọ̀ propaganda tó wọ́n máa nurse káàkiri nìyẹn láti máa lè máa threat bàbá ẹ̀. Bàbá fẹ́ fight for gọ́ọ̀mù ẹ̀jọ́ kó fight for ẹ̀ náà lọ́pọ̀ ọmọ yín náà ẹ fight for gọ́ọ̀mù yín. Báwo níjọba gbogbo ta ló ń jẹ́jọba kì í ṣàwà náà ni ta ni lọ́ọ̀yà kì í ṣàwà ni kì í adájọ́ kì í ṣàwà náà ni a mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí adájọ́ yẹn ń ṣe yẹn is working towards certain influence. Ìwọ ló give judgment ìwọ ló tún reverse judgment fún ara ẹ̀. Who does that? Immediately tó ti padà síbẹ̀ yẹn méjì ti wà faulted nìyẹn wàá ní kí bàbá Mohbad lọ ṣe tiẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹni tí ò bá wá tẹ́ lọ́rùn á wá lọ sí court against bàbá Mohbad pé nǹkan tí bàbá Mohbad gbé result tó gbé wá yẹn o kò wà tenable òun ò gbà á. Kì í ṣe pé ó máa ṣe sọ pé ẹ má wọ ẹyẹ kí n tún fún yín ní some days ẹ lọ máa rò wò kí ló ń lọ rò wò after to give judgment. Olórí burúkú náà àwọn adájọ́ Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ òun reverse judgment tó ti give fún ara ẹ̀ ṣé ìgbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí mi mọ bí tó ti ń ṣe rí. Wà á ní kó lọ tó bá ti tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn wà á ní kó lọ appeal ẹ̀ ní wàá dá wọn kúrò kí gbogbo alátẹ kúrò lórí tébù ẹ ìwọ gọgọ ó dẹ̀ padájọ́ ẹ̀ gan ó ní nǹkan tó ń jẹ lórí kéèsì yẹn kéèsì tó yẹ kó ti lé gbogbo wọn kúrò ń bẹ̀ kó ti lé wọn lọ sí high court but wọn ní integrity tí wọ́n protect. Ọmọ lágbájá ni ẹ bá fi síbẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó máa rú lọ ọmọ tàbẹ̀dù ni ẹ jẹ́ kó wà ń bẹ̀. That's the only thing tí wọ́n ń ṣe ní Lagos state nìyẹn. You give a judgment o dẹ̀ reverse judgment yẹn fún ara ẹ̀. Ìlú yẹn lọ mi rò pé ìlú yẹn lè dá o ọlọ́wọ́ ọba magistrate court tó ń ṣe high court tó ń ṣe supreme tó ń ṣe appeal court. Wọ́n ní Wùnmí ò rẹ́dí àti ṣe mo ti sọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ Wùnmí ò ní ṣe DNA ó mọ nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn DNA ẹ̀ ju nǹkan tó wà lẹ́yìn ọ̀fà òjòjé lọ. He will never do it because ó mọ̀ pé tó bá tọwọ́ bọ DNA yẹn ó máa tú a lot of things jáde. From there he will go to criminal level. The criminal case will start from after the DNA. Ọmọ náà ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe náà ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe but wẹ́ ọlọ́wọ́ Balẹ̀dùmarè gọ́tà bá ní lójú ó le but lójú Ọlọ́run kékeré ni ṣebí Sanwó-Olú máa lọ Tinubu náà á lọ ń kò bá pẹ́ kò sígbà tí criminal case ò lè dìde ẹ sì máa ṣe gbogbo ẹlẹ́yà yín ìjọba míì máa gbàjọba Èkó yẹn ìgbà yẹn lẹ máa mọ̀ ìbàjẹ́ 10 years ìbàjẹ́ 5 years kéèsì yẹn á padà dìde òṣìṣẹ́ ìṣeléko yẹn kéèsì yẹn á padà dìde ọlọ́run lè torí tí Mohbad kó da sísítẹ̀mù èkó yẹn rú go and write it down ọlọ́run lè torí kéèsì Mohbad kó fi da sísítẹ̀mù èkó yẹn kó dàrú ọlọ́run mú kàn máa sùn gbà máa pa ṣé ìlú náà nìyí ṣá èèyàn kú sínú ilé you cannot prosecute àwọn tó wà nínú ilé they find it difficult you cannot do full forensic you cannot take all the people inside the house to the court you cannot investigate people in the house ọ̀gá o so ọlọ́run lè dùn rẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé ó kọ́ lè pẹ́ ni Mohbad máa gba justice you can only take time ọlọ́run á fún ọmọ yẹn ní justice because wọ́n ní kí ló ń pè bíi pé òkú ẹ̀ ò ní sùn lọ́rùn gbogbo wọn pátápátá báyìí ló máa lọ tú nídìí jáde pátápátá gbogbo wọn ní kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́mọ yẹn máa lọ frustrate gbogbo àwọn tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú òkú ẹ̀ ádà ó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ o ádà ilẹ̀ pa o ádà kíní kan ọlọ́run Elédùmarè gbogbo wọn pátápátá ló máa lukùn mọ́mọ́ yín lórí. ókè jáde ẹ máa bí lòlò báyọ̀ bílíọ̀n ẹ pé ètò ẹ máa ṣètò lọ sẹ́sì mi ó ga ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ máa ń sẹ́sì mi iṣẹ́ ìsùn ni.
tẹ́kisì mi tó ti lè sùn lọ.
ẹ má dà lóhùn sẹ́sì mi mo ní mo fi wá kí ẹ lé o mo ní kò sẹ́dà àdírẹ́sì sẹ́sì mi ò sẹ́ǹdí ẹ o.
tẹ́kisì mi ó ti sùn bí o kọ́ wà pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ mi.
mo ń ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ní tèmi.
ẹ kọ́ lẹ́sà ẹ kọ́ lẹ́sà.
mo ní kò sẹ́dà àdírẹ́sì sẹ́sì mi ò sẹ́ǹdí ẹ sí mo fi wá kí ẹ náà.
okay sir mo ti sùn lọ orúkọ mi ló jí mi fine sir.
pẹ̀lẹ́ báwo ni ẹ kú ètò pẹ̀lẹ́
yes sir thank you sir.
ẹ máa bí tó lọ.
thank you sir. yes sir thank you sir.
ajá mi ajá yóò àdì máa ń láì submission ẹ ó máa ń wú mi lórí ni o submission ẹ máa ń wú mi lórí wàhálà ẹ máa ń gbàbẹ ni màá ní this is 1 out of 100 people 1 man battalion. ẹ ṣe gan nífẹ̀lẹ́ yìí gbà.
Mr. Bayo anyone ṣe anything láti sọ ká tó máa lọ. Mr. B. Okay o àwọn ti ṣe tán o. ẹ ṣe gan everybody o maybe next time. Baba is life oh everyone Baba is life ẹ já máa lọ Baba is life.
انت انا عايز حتى عم شريف عم شريف جست وين ماني بليز عدلها بنا حجي طيب لا لما لك قال كله ترددنا عين انا نات كسر حتى انت داقوين ويك انا ابتغى زخي دخون سرح يمكن انت اللي انا سرح حساب كنقبرنا انا مش حساب كقبري نسخ حساب كقبري خمساي مالك انا ترايكم كن حساب تقبر وين وان ساي ترايكم حجه انا كمير تراو بلك له نت منقص